Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. MMA on a Friday. A Cuban on a Friday. Rap on a Friday. FOOK off on a Friday.
I can rub my nipples to this sexy little beat. Me reading the news, it makes your chode wanna skeet. Watching MMA makes my knees so weak. Points to JBH, mission complete.
FOOK off, FOOK on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. Stop the point scheme right now. I'm gonna roll the die of doom. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday. FOOK off, FOOK on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, FOOK on a Friday.
FOOK on Friday, FOOK on Friday, FOOK on Friday, yeah! All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. The Patriots, Mr. Kraft in a little bit of trouble with his prostitution ring. Tomorrow, during the day, we have some UFC to react to. Mackenzie Dern is pregnant, and some other MMA stories. Jesse.
Yesy.
How are you?
I'm wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
How are you, Mystic Moss?
I am wonderful as well. We also have LFA over here. LFA hanging out over here. The two announcers, Milicic and the other guy that kind of blew me off the last time. And Milicic blew me off too, so fuck both these guys. LFA is on over here. Access TV has left CES, and we got LFA action. So that's going to be on in the background. We'll maybe do a light reaction to that, see what's going on with the LaFua.
Wonderful.
How do you say LFA?
No, I think you got it. Lufa. Lufa.
Yeah. All right, so that'll be on the background, and yeah, a lot of stuff. The event tomorrow with the UFC actually looks like it's pretty good with Blachowicz versus Santos, so we'll be doing a live reaction. It is early tomorrow, so beware. Be prepared.
Or be square.
Be squared.
Wonderful.
Be squared tomorrow because we'll be live early.
Yeah.
That's right. Probably around noon Eastern time, somewhere around there. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Let's say hello to the chat. We are playing.
Chat.
We are playing the points game tonight. We're timed well tonight, huh? Let's say hello Chad. Yeah, playing the points game tonight as well. That is wonderful. The loser rolls the die of doom. Jesse, explain to the peoples how to play the points game. There are a lot of new people at MMA-Holes, Jesse. So, I mean, explain away.
You just hit the Streamlabs link down in the description below, or your super chat button down at the bottom of your chat. Whatever the denomination of your donation is, goes to whoever you say Points JBH or Points Moss. Points JBH or Points Moss must be in the donation in order for it to qualify. Once it qualifies, the points go down to our names, or right up there, or down there, JBH or Moss. Points JBH, by the way. Like I said, whatever your denomination is, however many points that person gets, and whoever has the most points at the end wins, and the other person has to roll the die of doom. And once the person rolls the die of doom, they have to do whatever the consequence is.
Wonderful.
So, in a nutshell, you donate, say points to Mystic, points to JBH. The person with the least amount of points loses, and they have to roll the die of doom. All right, here we go. Let's read the chat. Let's say hello to our friends over here. Happy Friday.
Aussie Dude says, hey, Holes. Hey, Aussie Dude. Flat Earth Deacon. Hello, Holes. Mac V. Mackenzie got knocked up by a Brazilian because she thought that would give her a real accent.
Wonderful.
Shifra Dognacha. I need some booty. Kenshiro Ryu MMA says, Vlad, don't worry. The power of YouTube will save you. 2 joints. BetDSI has Connor as the father at plus 400.
What? Listen, by the way, shout out to BetDSI, our sponsor. We have a friend of the Holes who has been making fucking bank. We dropped this on Instagram over here. He is almost at $5,000. He made almost $5,000. He's just betting away with their money and just making it. So promo code MMAHOLE, link in the description, and just win, for God's sakes. Make your money. right? Just win.
Just win.
Wonderful.
I mean, why don't you want to win? What else is up in that chat?
Nate R says, wonderful, wonderful, flat earth deacon. Hey, Mikey. Brian Redband, Dustin Poirier versus Ali Quinta. Thoughts? Zach Goodwin says, my son is
give
gay.
your thoughts, Jesse.
Well,
what do you mean, well? That's a great fight.
no, I'm thinking about the fact that Poirier and Iaquinta both have said that they want to be released from the UFC after everything that's gone on in their division. I mean, yeah, it's a great fight, but I don't see it happening.
I think it can happen. If the UFC renegotiates the contracts, right? They're not getting a title shot. So why not just have them go in there and beat the fuck out of each other, renegotiate the contracts, make them happy with their pay, and let's see a fucking barn burner. That's a great fight.
Renegotiate their contract.
How what?
Are you talking about renegotiating their contract after the fight?
No, I'm saying renegotiate the contracts down. Say, hey, listen, I know you guys are bitching and complaining. You know what? You guys deserve it. You're highly ranked fighters, and you deserve everything you get. People want to see you fight, especially Ali Quinta. I mean, he's got a nice little buzz behind him. Dustin Poirier. Think about how many people are waving the Dustin Poirier flag. They're like, yo, this guy needs a title shot.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to see that. Like true MMA fans want to see that. So you know what? You're not gonna give him a title shot. Let these two go at it, but you gotta help him out a little bit. Or you cut both of them. You put him in Bellator. Let him fight over there. Regardless, I would like to see the fight. I think both of them in the cage together going at it would be there's nothing boring about that fight, to me at least. So I'm down. I would love to see that fight, but we'll see what happens. Eventually they're going to have to get into a cage. Eventually, Jesse.
Eventually.
20 likes.
20 likes.
I love you, James Merrick.
20 likes. 20 likes.
I've got fucking 20 likes.
20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. 20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes.
I hope the dislikes die of leprosy. Wow, Jesse, no leprosy victims and 42 likes. That will be my age, March 8th. So make sure you mail me a present. Well, I just want a card. I want to read birthday cards. So down below we have an address. Send me a birthday card. March 8th is my birthday, and I turn Jackie Robinson. So I turn Black History Month. By the way, Jesse.
Yesy.
Prego. Mackenzie Dern.
Yes.
Now, I mean, I can't believe we got a picture of her on the beach pregnant. This is unbelievable stuff over here. Breaking. Mackenzie Dern pregnant, and she will be out even longer. A lot of people are like, where is Mackenzie Dern? Why isn't she not fighting? Why is she not missing weight? Well, it looks like she's not going to make weight anytime soon with this whole pregnancy situation. So what do you think about Mackenzie Dern or Mackenzie Sperm?
Mackenzie Sperm. Listen, I don't think her career is ruined. I know that you had said that before, but I see her putting her career on hiatus for a little while, but she's still young. She's still got what it takes. If she can fucking make weight, which I highly doubt she'll ever do, and now that she's pregnant, it's going to be even harder for her to lose that weight. But I think that after she has her baby, she gets herself back into shape. She gets things on an even keel, and then she jumps back into the UFC again.
How old is Mackenzie Dern? Do you know what? I know she's not super, she's not super old, but with her missing weight, having that problem, man,
25.
Yeah, she's only 25 years old. So she bangs out the baby. She comes back. I don't know what 25th, 25 what though? What's her month that she's born? I need to know. You had it there. You had it right there. I need to know her birthday so I can send her flowers.
Why you know than one?
Well, maybe she's turning 26.
March 24th.
She's turning 26. March 24th. So technically she's 26 years old.
Man, she's got the same month birthday as you.
That's right. We're both. Is she a Pisces? I don't know. How long does the Pisces go into the March?
That's a good question.
That doesn't matter. But she's turning 26. She's going to bang out this baby. By the time she gets herself back in, she'll be 27. Yep, she's done. That's it for Mackenzie Dern. Sorry.
March 20th.
And she'll be like, I don't know, whatever her fucking, she has that bizarre accent that no one knows. But yeah, Mackenzie Dern, her hot days are behind her. Her UFC career is behind her too, Jess. There's nothing's going to come out of Mackenzie Dern besides a baby. That's my opinion. I think she's donezo.
A half zillion. A half zillion.
A half zillion what?
Half zillion is going to come out of her.
We mean a half Brazilian?
Yeah, a half zillion.
Yeah, but isn't her boyfriend Brazilian as well? Just because he's a dark skinned man doesn't mean he can't be Brazilian.
Is her boyfriend Brazilian?
I would assume he's Portuguese, yeah.
So a Brazilian is coming out of her. Is she Brazilian?
Yeah.
She's not Brazilian.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
What is she?
No, she's not. She lived in Arizona. She moved.
Oh,
she moved.
It's the Jew-loving Baptists just subscribed to us. No, she's Brazilian.
She's not Brazilian.
She's lived in Arizona, yes, but she's from Brazil, Jesse. Jesse's frantically looking this up. No, she's American. Her father is Brazilian, says Drunk Savage. She got a Brazilian down low, says Lick These.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So what happened was...
She's American. She's not Brazilian.
Yeah, but that's what she is. She's from Brazil. She lives in Arizona, and then she went over to Brazil again to train over there. I think she was born in Brazil. I'm almost positive.
No, she wasn't. She was born in Phoenix, Arizona.
She was born in Arizona. So, but she still has Brazilian background. She has Brazilian descent, so she's still Brazilian. Or maybe like Vlad said, her father is Brazilian, came over here and knocked up an American. She was born here. She went over to Brazil and then all of a sudden got an accent, which is bizarre. Right? Because when she was in Arizona, there was no accent. She went to Brazil, and all of a sudden she's like, I'm Portuguese now.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah. You ever hear that? You ever see that video of Mackenzie Dern's accents?
Yeah, I've seen one video, yes.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. She's American and as a Cuban sandwich. Yeah, she's a Brazilian as Kanan is Mexican. This is real. Yeah, there is a debate about Cain Velasquez being a fake Mexican, but he's Mexican too. Like Cain Velasquez, what is he?
American.
He's American? Yeah? Not according to him. Confusion.
I'm American, but I'm Mexican.
Yeah, she's the furthest thing from Mexican, by the way. Furthest. She's 5% Mexican.
Why do you always shit on my Mexican heritage?
No, I'm not shitting on it. I'm saying you're about 5%.
No, you like shit on it. Like you just don't give me enough credit for being Mexican.
What? Credit for being Mexican?
But my brothers, you'd be like, yeah, they look Mexican.
Your brothers look like they're from 90210. What are you talking about?
Well, they do not.
Yeah,
you only got 90210 because one of their names.
Yeah, but they look like surfer dudes. They don't look like Mexicans.
No, they do not. They look like fucking jarheads. Because they are jarheads.
I don't see any jars on their head. No, your brothers look like Abercrombie and Fitch guys.
They look nothing like surfer dudes.
No, they look like Abercrombie.
Surfer dudes have like the wavy long hair. My brothers have fucking jarheads.
Yeah, no, well, it's because they have big heads, but
jarhead. Do you know what a jarhead is?
Yeah, I know what a jarhead is.
Do you know the jarhead haircut?
Yes, they have a fucking short haircut. Yeah. But no, I think of your brothers have like a kind of a preppy type look to them. I don't see Mexican. When I see your brothers, I don't see Mexican. That's the last thing I see. When you see Mexican, you're like, hey man, how you doing? Like Cain Velasquez looks Mexican to me. That's a Mexican, right?
I want to strangle you right now.
No, listen, like, I've been to Mexico. They all look like fire hydrants.
You don't know what a jarhead is.
Yeah, but I do know what a jarhead is.
No, you do not.
People who served with the shaved heads are jarheads.
No.
Yes.
Jarhead has been specified to one branch. Tell me what that branch is.
Marine.
Yeah. Why do you know that?
Because I know what a fucking jarhead is.
No, you did not know what a jarhead is.
I've seen movies with jarheads. There's a movie called Jarheads. How dare you? By the way, your brothers. Pull up. Give me a picture of you. I can't. I wish I could show. I wish I could show the audience pictures of Jesse's brothers, who are great guys.
No, why would you do that?
No, they don't look Mexican in any way.
They do. Actually, my brothers look more Mexican than anybody. The dark skin, the dark hair, the dark eyes. They look very Mexican.
Because they have dark skin and dark eyes, they look Mexican?
No, everything about them looks Mexican.
Jesse, I've been to Mexico. I love Mexicans. I love Mexico. It's a great place, although Montezuma's Revenge sucks. They are all like fucking 4'5" with shoulders up to their ears. That's what a Mexican looks like.
You know what that's called?
What?
Stereotype.
And your brothers don't have the shoulders up to here like that. They actually have their shoulders down.
Just because you're Mexican doesn't mean you have to look like that.
Nah, the white in them.
You are so stereotypical.
No.
You are full of stereotypes.
They are not Mexican. Nope. I'm not buying it.
Stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Brazilian hookers. What's up?
It's common to develop an accent change if you live in a foreign country and learn their language. Even if most moved to England for 5 years, his accent would change.
It's true.
Follow a Tucker Carlson Goat on IG. He exposes soy boys and fake Mexicans. FOOK Mexico.
Thank you, Brazilian hookers. By the way, we're going to have to get our hooker correspondent, Real, chiming in. We have to make him chime in on the topic of craft.
Super chat.
We got a serious situation. Kevin Costa. Oh,
Points
what the?
JBH.
Kevin Costa. dropping the points. Three, I should put, for JBH breaking the seal tonight. All right, here we go.
Oh, this is getting good.
Huh? Oh, are you going to?
No, it's too late now.
Okay. The ginger ale's kicking in. All right. So anyway, we found out that Jesse's brothers they look Mexican.
You already knew that.
They don't look Mexican at all.
Why do you do that?
They don't.
They do. They do.
Your brothers look like they should be standing in an Abercrombie and Fitch window with their shirts off.
I would love to show you guys a picture of my brothers.
Yeah.
You irritate me sometimes.
No. I speak the truth.
No, you don't.
I speak the God's honest truth. By the way, I'm a little under the weather tonight, so I showed up strong as LFA's on in the background over here. We're going to catch some of those fights. We're going to do some of the news. And we are playing the points game over here. So Mackenzie Dern, let's break into the news. Let's get to the Mackenzie Dern story tonight on FOOK Off Friday, where you can watch two hosts bicker back and forth. Shifra Dog, down your chop.
I want to use DSI, but don't know how to use crypto.
It's not. So it isn't crypto, Shifra Dognachaw. But you can use Bitcoin if you wanted to. BetDSI, it is a sponsor over here of us. They've been around for 20 years. You go over there, you can use pretty much anything to bet over there. On any sport, we have a promo code MMAHOLE. I said in the top of the show, a viewer won $5,000 from BetDSI. This is not a joke. It actually is a legit company. We've placed bets over there.
Super chat.
All thumbs down.
Why did GSP deplete his stock by retiring my Chris?
I mean...
Why did he deplete his stock?
I mean, I like that he retired because I could say I saw his last fight. So I could hang my hat on his last fight. I love that. So I like that he retired. I don't buy it that GSP is completely done. I feel that the price will be right. They're going to throw together some bizarre fight. And he said the door is still open. He's going on vacation. When he comes back, he's still open to making a business move. So I think he's going to be back, to be honest, in some way, shape, or form. Jess, what do you think? GSP coming back?
I think, yeah, with the right amount of money and the right fight, hashtag Khabib, then yeah, he might.
He can come back a million different ways. The Anderson fight, Anderson doesn't want to fucking go away. And honestly, Anderson versus GSP right now, I'm still down with that.
Mexican vaginal squirt, just subscribe.
What's up, Mexican vaginal squirt? Look at that. A new MMA hole right there. Mexican vaginal squirt. New MMA hole.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the chat says about the whole GSP situation, and we'll get into the news.
GSP, a ghost of Shoot Knight's official classic uploads by Jeff C. Mark Jackson. Proper 12 calls his Alzheimer's. Tucker Baker, the GSP retirement, is hyped to sell a Khabib off suspension fight.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Real hooker expert.
As an expert in hookers, everyone listen up. Millionaires don't go to spas for regular sex. He was seeking underage women. These girls were not hookers, they were sex slaves. You heard it here first.
There you go.
And $500 if he wanted real hookers.
All right, so there's real. And we are going to talk about this. I know this is an MMA show, FOOK Off Friday. We kind of get derailed. We have some boxing stories. We have the story about the Patriots we will be discussing tonight on the show. And it's one of them shows. You know, we just pretty much go everywhere. We are MMA based, so we will be mostly MMA, but tonight we're all over the place. We'll be hanging with the boys. Let's see what the chat's doing, and we'll get to the news.
Hanging with the boys.
By the way, we are playing the points game, and when you do donate, say points to Mystic or points to JBH, tonight it is 3-0 in favor of
Colvick says she's having a bazinga. Drunk Savage 2 joins hookers are soulless. Roberto Lopez, he has a valid point. What's up, Moss and JBH? This is David Flores. What's up, David Flores? EM Baller, Anderson Silva versus Jared Cannonier. Who you got? Silver.
I'm going Cannonier.
Actually, I don't know.
I'm going Cannonier for the win in that one. I like Silva, man. I'm a big... Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, go ahead. Say what you got.
No, I was going to say, he showed his, a lot more of... that. He showed that he still got it, when he fought Adesanya. And I think that's something to take into account for his next fight.
See, I disagree. I think what Silva did was he shows he still has the aura, right? And he got inside the Stylebender's head, and the Stylebender backed off. If Adesanya wanted to put him in the ground and in the dirt, he could have. But he kind of held back. And he was kind of just mesmerized that he was in the cage with Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva's best days are way behind him. I mean, he's done.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I am like very sure. Very sure. There was the steroided Anderson Silva that I love, right? The Anderson Silva that was just putting people to sleep, all fucking loose out there and just doing his thing. That Anderson Silva is a whole different animal from what we're seeing now. This is a 43-year-old shell of his former self. The people that were mesmerized by that fight need their heads examined, Luke Thomas. Need their heads examined, because the more I go back into that fight, yeah, I was into it because it's the Spider. We're all mesmerized when we watch Anderson Silva fight. But come on, the Derek Brunson fight, this fight, get the fuck out of here. It's bullshit. It is bullshit. Cannonier is going to fucking maul Silva. He is going to fucking maul him. He will. He's not going to be mesmerized in there. He's going to get in there. He's going to grind up on him, and he's going to beat the snot out of him. He might even finish Silva. Cannonier. He might even finish the fucking Spider. And listen, I love Anderson Silva. I'm a big fan of the guy. But come on, this is not the same Spider. It isn't. It isn't. Stop it. Everyone just stop it.
Chris has one shriveled, rotting purple nut with a hair on it. It says JJ Monster.
It's true. That's actually a true story. Who said that?
JJ Monster. You know what's funny is
it's the truth.
I just envisioned a shriveled, rotting purple nut with a hair on it. Yeah,
it's the complete truth. Yeah, I mean there's. It is. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Telemas says David Flores. Tyler Goodwin says my dad is stupid. Well, that's unfortunate. You shouldn't talk about your father that way. Couture right, MMA says Cannonier are going to eat the canvas like the BBC can that he is. Joe Rod says, I'm sorry, I missed it. He didn't hold back, says all thumbs down. The corporate MMA news outlets will never say the UFC is awesome, says Brian Reuter. Dave Flores, what's up, bros? Tommaso Mark, the Silva matchup is bullshit. Give the man a good fight as he goes out.
Don't sleep on Cannonier. Don't sleep on the dude. I'm telling you, don't sleep on him. I would love to see what the odds are. I don't think anything's out on it yet. But if I had to bet on that fight and Cannonier is an underdog, oh, hell yeah, I'm fucking putting money on that shit. I'm sorry, but I think Cannonier could finish Spider. I really do. I mean, listen, this is not the same Anderson Silva. And Adesanya's got that, Adesanya was fed Anderson Silva highlights for breakfast. Like, that's what he did when he was a kid. I mean, you watch his style of fighting. The dude is Anderson Silva and John Jones just mashed together, the guy fucking basically would suck Anderson Silva's cock if he could, He was crying at the pre-fight press conference.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Lick these.
Silva should retire. He's ruining his legacy. And I'm not into watching geriatric old mofos try reclaim their youth.
All right.
Points to most.
What?
Points to most.
Yes! The boys are on the board. Yes. All right. It's about goddamn time the boys get on the board over here. 3-3.
All right, let's get to the news.
All right. And by the way, to piggyback off of that, I still think, now, with all that being said, I still think the Spider could have some sort of interesting fight. We got another donation coming in. The Hooker.
Most go to EROS.com. Click Florida, West Palm. For 500 to 1K, he could have safely had any of those hookers. Or even paid someone to recruit on that site. Also, go to IG1 word FOXYLOVESYOU. She is an example of a low-key hooker. Thank me.
Thank you, Hooker Consultation. Thank you very much. We're going to get into the craft story very soon, but we have to get into what's called the news, Jesse.
Yes. Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm fucking ready.
The news is back. The news is back.
Time to fact.
The news is back. The news is back. The news is back. JBH with the news. Seems to be acting all confused. MMA is what we need. One more from Mondays, pussy, please.
Wonderful.
All right, Jesse. Good stuff over there, Jesse.
How dare you?
You're the best. By the way, I'm sorry.
Why would you do that to me?
I'm sorry, Jesse. What?
You
want to do it again? Jesse with the 5'7". You want to do it a cappella? What?
He turned off my new song. before I could finish.
Time to find the new spec.
Let's go. Let's go.
Time to find the new spec. Time to find the new spec. Time to find the new spec. Time to.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, Gamer Pile US.
Why
Marine
in the
Corps.
absolute fuck would Real be proud that the only way he can get his scrub worm damp is to pay some hooker hoe to spit on it?
Whoa.
Also, the only Marines that have bragging rights are the Special Forces SOCOM Soilders.
Oh boy.
PTs to JBH.
All right, points to JBH, but that's kind of like a backhanded slap to you
It is
too,
a little
right?
bit because I have my
Here's your
entire
points.
family's military. I've got 2 brothers in the Marine Corps, so that is a little bit of a backhanded comment, but it is what it is. Thanks for the point.
There's some points to soften the blow of that comment over there. Thank you to the donator over there. 5 points to JBH. 5-3 is the score.
Yeah.
Before we get into the news over here, we have some new merch.
Yes.
The Acumen merch, Jesse. Yes. That's right. The Acumen merch is in the store. We finally did it. We pulled the trigger. And you yourself could be a fat fuck like this guy and wear the Acumen shirt or get yourself an Acumen mug. Jesse, what does the Acumen shirt say?
Wonderful.
Acumen. Acumen. Noun. The ability to make good judgments and quick decisions, typically in a particular domain. Example. As an MMA-hole, I have the MMA acumen to tell someone to FOOK off.
Acumen.
That's right.
Acumen.
The Acumen shirt
Acumen.
is around. It is live. It is in the store on the MMAHOLES.com. Go check it out over there. Wonderful. All right, let's get into the news on the message board, Jesse.
According to MMA Fighting, Mackenzie Dern announces her pregnancy and puts her fighting career on hold.
I mean, what was of this career, to be honest? I mean, it was just her missing weight and just flopping around the cage. We got to see her pussy lip. That was kind of cool, right? But, I mean, other than seeing her pussy lip, what kind of career did she have? I think that's her legacy. We got to see her labia. All right, what do we got? What's the story?
Mackenzie Dern won't be fighting anytime soon in the UFC, and it's for a good reason. The undefeated strawweight who
Acumen.
last competed in the UFC in May 2018 announced on Friday that she's expecting a baby with her boyfriend Wesley Santos, a professional surfer from Brazil. Dern wrote on social media, quote, "God makes everything so perfect. I'm so happy to be able to share this news. I'm going to be a mom. I love so much our family, and now I have one more huge motivation for inside and outside the ring. Thank you, God, for this blessing. I can't wait to be back in the ring." Along with this caption, she posted a picture of herself and her boyfriend holding her belly as she reached up into the sky.
There's old horse face. Let's move it up, and there's the picture.
Don't call her that. Come on.
Wonderful.
Be nice.
I mean, she's not known for her face, Jesse.
pretty.
She's known for the booty, right?
I
She's-
disagree. I think she is very pretty.
Yeah. I mean,
And
she
I
would look
don't
great with a
think
bag
she
on her
has
head.
a horse face.
There's Mackenzie Dern, and scroll down, and there she is. I mean, congratulations to Mackenzie. You know, she's going to be, she must be very excited over here. Where are they? Where is this picture taken?
Brazil.
Fucking A. I want to go to Brazil. It's beautiful. Where are my Brazilian people at? I mean, this is a fucking beautiful place. We got to go. So Jesse's like, oh my God, a black guy knocked her up. I'm like, that's not a black guy.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said.
No, I told you on the thumbnail
Mm-hmm.
that the baby should be mixed because it would make more sense.
You said she was having a zebra. That's what you said.
That's not what I
was
said.
like, what the fuck? That's so racist.
Nice way to make me sound like a fucking asshole. That's not what I said.
All right, first of all, that is not a black man. That is a darkly tanned Brazilian.
Okay, fine.
That's what that is.
I
right
still
there.
think her baby's going to be darker.
Mm-hmm. That's the first thing that goes into your mind. How dare you, racist
That's not
son
the
of a
first
bitch.
thing that went into my mind.
I apologize to all the black people in the chat for Jesse's racist comments. Whoa! Uh-oh! All right, there you go. There's Mackenzie Dern. Let me know in the chat, do you think that she's ever going to be able to bounce back UFC style? Is she going to be back into the cage? Yes? Or no?
Picture was photoshopped in Kansas, says 2 joints. David Flores, she's a bad bitch. She got booty. Real says that's a Negro. Stone Cold says Jessica equals angry Vietnamese. Tucker Baker, damn, she got some thunder thighs. Aussie Dude says Brian LOL. King Your Mother's Ring says no. J Ray's Bakes Cookie says she getting prego titties and fat ass. Thomas Matthew, no, her ass is gonna be blown out. Babies are awful, says 2 Joints. Michael Insolent says, yes, Kat Zingano did. Seth Miller says, Mackenzie likes the BBC.
All right, so Mackenzie Dern getting knocked up. That's right. I say career over. That's it. It's over.
I don't think so. I think she'll be back.
If she didn't have the weight problems, right, with missing weight, I mean, not just missing weight, I mean, just completely off, you know. And then, I mean, she's got an insane ground game, but if she can't get the proper weight, and now she's knocked up and she's got to bounce back from this whole thing, she's going to be probably 27 years old by the time she's able to get back inside the cage. No, I honestly, I hope she does. I hope she can bounce back because she was fun to watch.
I think she will.
But no, she's not going to be anything. I'm just being completely honest.
I disagree.
Really? You think she's going to be something?
I think she will definitely be back, and I think she can still do something with her career. I don't think that a baby can stop her. Here's what I think.
A baby fucked up Conor, and it's going to fuck up Mackenzie.
A baby did not fuck up Conor. Conor fucked up Conor.
Nah, it's all the baby's fault. You blame the baby.
Conor fucked up Conor.
He
Conor
can't
made
get a win.
lot of bad decisions to fuck his own.
You can't get a win after the baby.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, let's see. Lick these.
I'm not saying she's got a horse face. But now the joke is now Mackenzie Dern walked into a bar points to most.
Give me your best Mackenzie Dern joke as we got some points for the boys. Oh my God, the boys uniting with the horse jokes. All right, let's drop the 2. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lick these.
That's such a mean thing to say.
Listen, okay, here's
so
the thing.
Pretty.
She's a good-looking horse. I'll give you that.
She's not a horse.
Wait, what?
Are you kidding me? You're saying this like, look at her. I don't get where you're getting this horse comment from.
Listen, she needs a saddle. Let's be honest.
Are you serious?
Wonderful.
I put a saddle on her.
She doesn't have like big teeth or anything like that. Like,
she needs a feed bag.
She looks gorgeous.
All right. All right, let's see what the chat says. I'm sure they'll have some good comments in this chat room.
Mark Jackson says booze and coke. Exco says Mackenzie Dern's navigations works in furlongs. NH, hello, Chris and Jesse. She's a pony, says Brian Reuter. King Your Mother Drink dropping the horse. Boss Color says I'd smash. Michael Gonzalez says NH, she has a fat ass, says Exco. Saucy Dude, she looks like Mike Perry's girlfriend. Miss Piggy says Tucker Baker. Flat Earth Deacon laughing. Stone Cold says JBH equals SJW. 2 Joints says name of his boat is called Mick Bangham. Frodo Vagines says she's a 7. Lick D says, well, she already got the jockey. K-Dub says maybe that's why she missed weight by 7+ pounds. She looks like a Sid from the sloth from Ice Age, says Drunk Savage.
What a ruthless community. All right. And by the way, all jokes. She doesn't physically look like, well, maybe she does. I don't know. But there's Mackenzie Dern. Congratulations to her. She's having a baby, but career over. It's
not.
I mean, we're just being real here. She's not bouncing back. What about, let's talk about women that did have babies. You had Kat Zingano, right, who came back, and she actually bounced back pretty nicely.
Very quick.
She had not just the baby, but she also had the whole fucking thing with her husband, and I mean, she had some terrible things happen to her, and good for her bouncing back. Don't think she's ever going to be a champion, but you never know. You never know. She's right there, and if she gets the right cards, maybe she can be a champion. But another one is, what about the vixen? What's her name? The Venezuelan vixen. Forgot her name.
I don't know.
Fuck. Help me out. I think she's pretty too, this girl. She could be mistaken as a horse as well. What the hell's her name? She was Misha Tate's friend. She won the Ultimate Fighter. And let's see. Venezuela vixen.
Juliana Pena.
Thank you. Juliana Pena. Thank you very much. Juliana Pena, another one who is trying to bounce back from a baby. She looked ridiculously good and then got submitted by Shevchenko, which shocked a lot of people. I think you have a better chance of seeing Juliana Pena, Kat Zingano, than seeing anything happen from Mackenzie Dern, in my opinion. Yeah. Because she can't even make weight.
Well, I saw someone in the chat, All Thumbs Down, made a comment that probably the reason she couldn't make weight this most recent time was because she was already pregnant, and she was trying to cut weight when she was already pregnant.
Wait, what? Who said that?
All Thumbs Down.
Yeah, but how long ago was that? Was she pregnant? Was she have the world's longest pregnancy?
No, it's just you don't announce your pregnancy. You're technically not supposed to announce your pregnancy until you're 3 months pregnant.
Google her last fight. She would have had the baby by now. Yeah, what are we doing? Yeah, it's Juliana Pena, by the way. Thank you, chat. Yeah, it's the year-long pregnancy, apparently. Don't listen to All Thumbs Down. The guy's, he's on crack.
Oh, yeah, that would have been.
The baby would be like 2 years old.
Yeah.
I fucking love this community. It's the best. It really is. If you want to laugh, if you want to have a good time, become an MMA-hole. Subscribe to this channel. You won't regret it. And if you're a fucking tight ass, then leave.
My balls.
All right, let's see. What else do we have over here? Should we get into the craft? Let's get to the craft shit. I know we got the MMA thing over here, but this is like the biggest story out there. And the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And here he is, a 77-year-old trying to get a little stank on his hang low, or is he doing something wrong? We're going to find out right now.
All right. According to CNN.com, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft has been accused of soliciting sex, police say. New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft is facing charges of soliciting...
JBH with the news! Yes! All right, Jussie, go ahead.
New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft accused of soliciting sex, police say. According to CNN, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft is facing charges of soliciting prostitution as part of a large-scale sex trafficking crackdown that has led to hundreds of arrest warrants in Florida. The 77-year-old billionaire is among more than 100 people linked to serve several Central Florida day spas and massage parlors suspected of being used for prostitution and targeted by law enforcement during a months-long investigation. Police said Kraft visited the Orchids of Asia Day Spa in Jupiter, Florida twice. Video footage shows him receiving paid acts in a room at the spa, and surveillance videos shows him being driven to the spa, Police Chief Daniel Kerr said Friday. Authorities said he wouldn't immediately release video or documentation. A spokesperson for Kraft has denied that he committed a crime. He said, quote, we categorically deny that Mr. Kraft engaged in any illegal activity because it is a judicial matter. We will not be commenting further. Kristen Reitler, a Jupiter police spokeswoman, said Friday that Kraft has not been arrested. People wearing football jerseys and others were seen taking group photos and selfies outside the door of Jupiter Spa on Friday. Another billionaire also charged, John W. Childs, a billionaire and CEO of the private equity firm J.W. Childs Associates, is facing a charge of solicitation and prostitution in Vero Beach, Florida, about 50 miles north of Jupiter, police said. CNN has reached out to Childs for comment. Speaking with Bloomberg on Friday, Childs said he had not been contacted by police about the allegations.
Wonderful.
That was very good.
Wow. How about that story over there? So what do you think, Jussie, about this whole situation with Mr. Kraft?
Listen. We've heard a lot of strange shit happen, not just with people like Robert Kraft, but just people of a higher position within sports, within celebrities, like singers and actors and shit. That people do some weird fucking shit. So, does it surprise you?
Hold on a second. Before, I do want to speak about this story. I see in the chat, I don't know if this is real or fake news. Someone keeps on putting Poirier versus Holloway interim lightweight title, breaking news. Can we fact check that? I doubt that, but you never know. You never know these days. Max Holloway versus Ferguson was supposed to be the fight, right? But Ferguson is on Instagram just lobbying for these other fights. He doesn't like that fight. So...
What?
Oh, shit! Put it on the MMAHOLES.com. Breaking news! Oh my God. This looks indeed like this is real news. Whoever dropped that in the chat.
Wonderful.
Wow. Is this for real? We're going to find out right now. We're going to read the story, but this is unbelievable stuff as we go over to the MMAHOLES.com as we go to a story change with some breaking news over here. Shout out to the chat for dropping this tidbit of information. Now, where's the source that you're bringing this from, Jess?
ESPN.com.
ESPN.com. So ESPN.com, pretty fucking reliable source. ESPN.com dropping on the MMAHOLES.com.
Go ahead and refresh your page.
All right, Jussie. All right, so to the people jumping in right now, what is going on? Breaking news! Yeah! JBA! Yeah! We're breaking fucking news! That's right!
According to ESPN.com, Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier to headline UFC 236. An interim lightweight title fight between featherweight champion Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier will headline UFC 236 on April 13th. UFC President Dana White told ESPN today. The UFC 236 pay-per-view event will take place at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. An interim middleweight title fight between Kelvin Gastelum and Israel Adesanya will serve as the co-main event. Khabib Nurmagomedov, 27-0, the UFC's undefeated lightweight champion, is currently serving a 9-month suspension for his role in a post-fight brawl at UFC 229 in October. Nurmagomedov could have been eligible by April 13th had he filmed an anti-bullying message in Nevada, but has stated he does not intend to return until this fall. The UFC has opted to create an interim 155-pound title in his absence. According to sources, the UFC also discusses a bout between Holloway and former interim champion Tony Ferguson, but ultimately landed on Holloway-Poirier matchup. Holloway's 20-3 will hang on to his 145-pound title in the move. The Hawaiian champion is riding a 13-fight win streak and is number 4 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Poirier, 24-5 of Louisiana, is coming off a murderer's row of lightweight opponents, including victories over Anthony Pettis and Justin Gaethje and others. The 30-year-old has won 8 of his last 9 contests with 6 finishes. The two have crossed paths previously in 2012. Poirier submitted Holloway at UFC 143 in Las Vegas at 3 minutes and 23 seconds of the opening round. That bout was Holloway's UFC debut.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're just jumping into the MMA-Holes, breaking news. Breaking news. That's right. Jesse just reported this. According to ESPN, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier.
Wonderful.
Wow, that came out of left field.
Yeah.
Holy shit. UFC 236. So if we go over to Instagram, right? You go to Tony Ferguson. Let's go over to Tony Ferguson. I saw this earlier today, and I was like, yeah, I guess Tony's not fighting Max, right? Go over to Tony Ferguson. He's just posted a bunch of shit, and he's posting pictures of him and Conor. Like, this is, bullshit video game stuff over here. But he doesn't like the fight. He says it's just not something that they're interested in, right? He feels, that he won the belt already. He wants to get paid, Mr. El Kakui, and he deserves it, right? But now, Max Holloway versus a Dustin Poirier comes together completely out of left field, Jesse. So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I just want to say to King first. Forgive me, King, but this was last minute breaking news and I had to find a quick photo to throw up, and the first one that came up was Holloway Poirier UFC video game. So fucking deal with it. I just broke news.
It's a beautiful fucking picture over there. It is. It's very nice. Dustin Poirier it looks like Dana White more than Dustin Poirier in that picture. But all right, so the fight's happening. Looks
like Robbie Lawler.
Fucking A. Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway. I haven't had a chance to even let this soak into my big fucking head. Man, it's a good fight. It's completely out of left field. Poirier deserves it. Holloway deserves it. You knew he was coming up. That opens now Ortega at 145. Who is he going to fight? Frankie Edgar? Or does Jose Aldo fight Ortega? 145 has some interesting things that you could put together over there with Max leaving. Tony Ferguson looking to get paid. You can do a lot of things now. I still think McGregor versus Cowboy is going to happen. Does Ferguson stay shelved until November for Khabib? That's a long ass time to stay out. I don't know. I guess he is. Tony Ferguson on his Instagram, he's putting pictures of him and McGregor, calling him out, and did the whole proper 12 thing. So he is calling out McGregor. This fight is not locked up. Do you think that McGregor will be fighting be fighting Ferguson or Cowboy? I mean, there's so many things. Man, I don't know how to. You know what could happen too? Nate Diaz might slip into this shit too.
What?
He could slip into the mix, not for a belt or anything like that, just for like a money fight.
You think so?
Or a McGregor trilogy, or maybe Nate Diaz versus Tony, which doesn't make any sense, but if he wants to get paid. I don't know where. I'm hoping this. GSP is off the table right now, right? So now Khabib's like, I got to fight someone.
Right.
The fight to make is Ferguson. That's what everyone wants. I guess Ferguson's going to wait. If that happens, you got the Cowboy McGregor. You have Poirier versus Holloway. Ally Quinta is just sitting there with his thumb up his ass. Like, what does Ally Quinta do now?
That's a good question. I mean, it's interesting to me that this is Poirier's. I mean, I guess it's good for Poirier because he did want to be released. Well, first he wanted a renegotiation, and then he wanted to be released. So it's great for Poirier, but that is a good question about Ally Quinta because now he wants to be released, and if he doesn't get a fight, what does he do? You know?
Man, Holloway versus Poirier at 155. Sorry, Dustin, but I'm glad you're getting a shot at gold. But
Gaethje?
Maxie's about he's about to be a double
Al
champ.
fights Gaethje?
Justin Gaethje, yeah, that's one.
I would watch that.
That is a good one there. They were supposed to be linked up together before, so. But what about Edson Barboza is another one coming off of a win.
Would you rather watch Al versus Barboza or versus Gaethje?
No, Gaethje. Yeah, it's not even a question. Al versus Gaethje. I mean,
Gaethje would accept that fight.
Who wouldn't want to see that? Yeah, Al is getting screwed real. He really is. He really got the shaft out of his whole deal. Well, what about Quinta versus Diaz? You know, what if they throw those two knuckleheads together? That'd be fun. I don't know. Well, this is happening. Holloway versus Poirier. Let's see what the chat says about this.
Poirier already beat Holloway, says Brian Redband. Zachary Keffer, Al versus Tony. Lichty says the interim title is between two guys Conor already whooped, for fuck's sakes. Don Foster says, who's Prego? Mackenzie Dern.
That's right.
Zach Goodwin says, Kraft eats Hooker's ass and kisses Brady on the lips. Yo-Yo says, damn. And H says, Max will destroy Poirier. 2 joints. Al's a true fighter. No drama. Just wants to scrap. Brian Murray just says, don't even care. Xghost22 says, Max will kill him. Easy E says, Gaethje versus Stipe. Gaethje versus Stipe.
Stipe!
JJ Monster says, Conor versus Chris Mom Butthole. Drunk Savage says, Stone Cold, it's not my fault that you weren't loved as a child. Yo-Yo says, Ngannou versus M. Ian Baller says, love the fight but feel bad for El Kukui. 2 joints, proper 12, Tom Brady. Don Foster says, damn, I love Dern. I would knock her up too.
So in the chat, good point from the chat. Completely forgot about this. So shout out whoever dropped this over there. Maxie on like one of the longest winning streaks over here. You look down and Conor McGregor was the one who beat him. Dennis Bermudez, who just retired, beat him. And then you forget, years ago, right? Here we go, Dustin Poirier, Jesse. 2012. I completely forgot about that. Look at that. DP. DP did beat Maxie Holloway. So Maxie Holloway with not many losses. But, I mean, this is years ago. This is a Max Holloway. Like, a lot of people said with Conor McGregor, right? The rematch would be a whole different story with Max Holloway. This is a young Max Holloway. He had to be like 20 years old in this fight over here. The Diaz versus Condit, UFC 143, Dustin Poirier got the win. So it is a rematch of the two. I don't know. I mean, I still have to go hard with Holloway right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Max is a baby in that fight. So I still have to go high. I ride Holloway very hard in this one. But it's interesting. You know, it is a rematch. And Poirier has his chance. You know, now he doesn't have to worry about, you know, the contract renegotiations or anything like that. He can get that strap.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Uh-oh, it's Raging Al.
Just fucking release me. This shit isn't a sport anymore. Rankings mean nothing. 145 ers getting immediate title shots at 155. Divisions mean nothing. It's a total joke.
It's funny, though.
This is what happens when Hollyweird pedophiles own majority shares in the UFC.
Well, the first part is exactly what he said. He said, just release me, and then he said it's not a sport anymore. So you got that one right. All
right, we went over to Al's Twitter over here. This is 11 minutes ago. Let's see. I'm sorry, Tony Ferguson, that you had to be an odd man out, and then he has a wink. What about Ali Quinta versus Ferguson? I mean, if Ali Quinta turns down Holloway, why would he fight? I mean, if Ferguson turned down Holloway, why would he fight Ali Quinta?
Well, it didn't say that Ferguson turned down Holloway. It said that the UFC discussed about between Holloway and Ferguson, but ultimately landed on Holloway Poirier. So they're not saying that Ferguson turned down Holloway, but
imagine
there's
somehow
definitely
this happens.
A reason.
Jews have the smartest sperm. Yeah, thank you for the subscription over there. I sure do. Ali Quinta, imagine him versus Ferguson. Imagine that gets put together.
Quinta versus Ferguson.
I mean, they're the two odd men out. They are.
I mean, that would be a good fight.
I mean, that's a great fight. I'm down with that. I mean, I don't know why Ferguson would take that fight.
Yeah.
Unless he thinks he can just run Al over.
Well, something to keep an eye on.
What do you think in the chat? Do you think they're going to actually pair together Ali Quinta versus Tony Ferguson? It looks like Conor is getting Cowboy. It looks like Dana loves that fight. The fans love that fight. It works on everyone's end. Cowboys, Conor's end, Dana's end. So that fight seems to happen. You have Max Holloway versus Poirier. Khabib should be fighting Tony Ferguson, but is Tony Ferguson going to just wait until November? Man, I haven't had enough time to let this sit in.
You guys are getting a little like behind the scenes. This is how he is every other hour when he's not on air.
I love it.
Just sitting here going, like, contemplating fights.
I love this shit. I love it. When news breaks, I'll sit there with a coffee in my hand, and I will think about these things.
Even if he knows that no one's listening, he'll still talk about it.
It fascinates me because now I want to know, who the fuck is Ferguson fighting? Is he going to wait around for Khabib, or will he take an Ally Quinta fight in the meantime? I mean, that's dangerous, but maybe he will take the out fight. Let's ask these smart people over here at chat room. We're going to have some interesting polls coming up in the near future on the MMA-Holes channel and see what you guys think. 61 likes. Thank you for the likes. 20 likes.
20 likes, 20 likes.
I've got fucking 20 likes.
20 likes, 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. 20 likes, 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. I hope the dislikes die of leprosy.
Vlad!
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, Vlad's coming in with a donation.
That's funny. Dana White Colby Covington Tony Ferguson's son for not taking the fight with Max, and now they're fighting for the belt. Dana turning the UFC into shit. I got Poirier in that fight though. R. Kelly has been arrested. Points most.
Yes! The boys take the lead! The boys take the lead! That's 7 on the board for the boys. Thank you, Vlad. Wonderful, wonderful. If you're just jumping
Can I
in,
just point out that this is a little bit of a slow points game, right?
listen, we've been, the last couple of weeks we've been starting out very slow in the points game. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's a matter of someone needs an edge, and right now you're losing, so that's all that matters.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, here we go. Let's see, we got another super chat coming in. Real.
Albeats LCOOCOO.
Oh, cuckoo.
BETDSI. FOOK Dana White.
So,
I don't...
Al beating Kukui. Yo, could you imagine if Ally Quinta and Ferguson get pieced together? And if you're just jumping in, Maxie Holloway is fighting. I kind of want to change the thumbnail. Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier is, in fact, going down UFC 236. That is the title fight, or the interim title fight, that's happening at 155. 2 former 145ers going back at it again at 155. So that is your fight. Leaves Tony Ferguson hanging, Ally Quinta hanging. Khabib is not coming back until November. So a lot of things to think about here.
Yeah.
And speaking of BetDSI, let's give a pop to our sponsor over here. The greatest way to make a bet. The only way to make a bet. You ready, JBH?
I'm always ready.
How the fuck do you make a bet?
BetDSI. Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMAHOLE and get up to 100% bonus match. BetDSI is top rated on betting review sites. Use your sports knowledge to make some extra cash. BetDSI has a very user-friendly interface and mobile site, as well as the fastest payouts in the industry. BetDSI also offers betting options for everything, including NFL, NCAA Football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all other major sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. Try live betting at BetDSI, where you can bet on games through the entire matchup, every play, and every minute until the end. New members get a 100% bonus match again using promo code MMAHOLE with the link in the description below. That's more than double your money to start winning today. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some excitement to the fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI with the link in the description below and use promo code MMAHOLE and get this limited time 100% bonus offer to make some extra cash on the sports you know and love. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI.
You want to win a couple extra bucks tomorrow? UFC Prague. Well, BetDSI is the place to do it. Promo code MMAHOLE. Get double that money over there. We got proof on Instagram. You can check it out. You can win some cash. So
was I more understandable this time?
Yeah, you didn't go complete. You didn't go ludicrous speed that time.
Just a quick story for you guys. Chris was watching the replay of one of our shows during the BetDSI promo because some people were complaining about how quick it was, and I got to hear it, and now I understand why maybe some people might not be able to understand what I was saying. Even though I understood every word that I was saying, I get why some slower people might not be able to understand it.
Well, I don't know if they're slow. I think you're just really fast.
That's what she said.
Wonderful.
Jessie's watching way too much of The Office. She's doing Office marathons, and she's slowly turning into Steve Carell, and I want to fucking off myself. So here we go. Check it out on Instagram over here. To the bettors out there, BetDSI, my man over here, he puts in the bets, and he's working on about $5,000 in profit from BetDSI. So shout out. I'm glad. It's really good to see people making some money. It was funny. I was saying to Jessie, I was saying to some of the viewers, it's like, man, someone's killing it on BetDSI. And he came out and showed us his little statement over there. So shout out to my man over there on BetDSI. Keep winning with that promo code MMAHOLE. All right, let's go back.
My boy is in the chat. My boy.
Would you stop it?
My boy. It's my BFF.
How dare you. How
a
dare
BFF in the chat.
Yeah, you're
BFF.
just. If you weren't losing the points game, you wouldn't have gave two shits that he was in
He
the
would
chat. How
always
dare
be
you.
my BFF regardless.
We love you, Kevin. All right. Back into the news. Let's go back into the story over here with the Kraft situation and the Patriots. A super chat coming in.
Tony was gonna headline UFC 236, but Hayes busy bench pressing a Yeti on top of PTS JBH.
What?
On top of Mount Everest.
There you go. Thank you, Patney, over there. Dropping the points to JBH. How dare you, Patney? That's such a disgraceful thing to do. But there you go, Jesse. Dance away for your points. The points game in full effect. Jesse's got 10, takes the lead. And she dances. So sexy.
Wonderful.
I try to be very sexy.
That was really, I swear to God, I got such a
turn
shout.
people on with my moves. Try it again.
No, the next points, you can do it again. All right, thank you very
I know how
much.
to turn people on.
10-7 is the points game. If you want to play along, any donation that comes in, say points to Mystic, points to JBH. The loser, the least amount of points, has to roll this die of Doomski over here.
Drug
Die of
Savage,
Doom.
you know you loved it.
All
Don't
right.
don't act like you didn't love it. That was so sexy what I did.
All right, so Jesse, what do you think about this whole situation? You read the story about Mr. Kraft.
Yes.
Over here, 77 years old. The whole hooker incident all over the news, everywhere. I'm not surprised, but what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I think that people in a position of a lot of money and a lot of power tend to find themselves in a lot of trouble. So for this to happen, especially right after the Super Bowl and everything, I mean, it really makes sense to me for this to hit headlines and everything, and it's no shocker to me. It's unfortunate because I saw something that Real dropped in the Discord about, imagine if these women were your mother or your sisters or someone, a female that you cared about, who had been forced into this, and they're being literally sold to have sex with men that they've never met before. You know, so it is extremely unfortunate that he's involved with this and that he condones it. But what can you do? You know, you arrest the guy, you press charges, and you just move on to the next one. You know, there's a million of them out there. He's just one that happens to be in the headlines.
So, Mr. Kraft, all right, he wins his Super Bowl, and I'm like, how old is this guy? We find out he's 77 years old. I think his wife died, and he's just running around getting tailed. The only way he's going to get is pay, right? He's 77. No one's going to willingly fuck the man. So he wants to pay for it. The question is, what is the deal, though? Like, is it one of those things where they're locking people and forcing them to have sex unwillingly? We don't know what the situation is. If you pay for sex, it is what it is. You're 77 years old, and, you know, shit falls apart. I mean, he's not going to I mean, he could walk in a bar and say, hey, I'm Robert Kraft. I have 1 million Super Bowl rings. Let's have sex. I'm sure someone's going to do it, but he wants to fuck 21-year-olds. He wants to fuck JBHs, right? And if he's going to do it, he has to pay.
Super chat.
All thumbs down.
Breaking news: me versus Kenshiro PFL June 9th. No PTS.
Well,
I
no
want
points.
to see that so bad.
All thumbs versus Kenshiro Ryu. All right. Let me know in the chat with the ones if you'd like to see that.
Wonderful.
Thank you, all thumbs down. So, I mean, until we know the full story, it sounds pretty fucking serious, though.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty serious, and it sounds like this man is in a lot of trouble. So we have the inside source, the hooker man, in the chat as well, the Mr. Real. So if you want to chime in on this whole situation with Mr. Kraft, go for it. But let me know in the chat, what do you think about Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, in a little bit of hot water over here? I mean, he's got everything going for him. All he needs is a little bit of sex, Jess.
Joe Rod says 77 and still gets it up. Go him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right?
Wonderful, wonderful.
I guess so. All right, let's see what the chat says.
Joe Savage says, my money is on Kenshiro. Boss Kogar, 1.5. Kenshiro Ryu MMA. I'll have to fight the midget on my knees. Henry Down says 1. Guest Ghost 22 says, Chris, how much would you sell Jessie to Kraft for?
She is priceless. Unless you're playing the points game and pay away. But
you are getting laid tonight. Priceless. I'm priceless.
Every once in a while, I pull out the simp card. Every once in a blue moon, I just pull that motherfucker out. But I have to win this points game. So,
yeah.
Fuck you. I'm going to win. All right. A couple more comments from the channel. We'll move on with the news.
Kevin Costa says, all old wrinkly white men in suits should die. JJ Monster says, Chris, are you and Robert Kraft the same age?
Yeah. We are.
X Ghost 22 says a good one. LOL. PDAS JBH says 2 joints. Brian Murray says, why doesn't Kraft just give himself a hand job? That's what I don't get.
Yeah, when you're set, that's he makes a good point.
It's not the same though. When you give if you're
77
yourself, it's
but you're 77. Like that's the thing.
Maybe he doesn't have the stamina.
Super chat.
Hold on a second. The Honorable Minister Maliki
Dirty old
Zulu
cave
Shabazz.
dweller is a kid lover. Shocker.
Thank you.
Shocker.
Thank you. I can tell you this. You'll never see anyone within the New York Giants organization doing this, Jesse. Never. They are stand-up gentlemen over there.
Cocky Dinkles says $1,000 donation to drink a whole bottle of barbecue sauce.
Yeah, drop the fucking 1,000. I'll run to the store right now. A whole bottle of barbecue sauce? I mean it's gotta suck. I'll get a small one.
Sick.
I'll get a small bottle of barbecue sauce. I'll drink the fuck out of that. Sure. All right. Yeah, give me the fucking barbecue sauce.
He's 77. The arthritis is killer. That's why he can't jerk himself
maybe that
off.
is. I mean, the guy's got to pay for sex. All right, 77. The thing is, what do you do?
The arthritis hands jerking himself off.
What do you do though if you're him? Like, what do you do? I'm turning 42, right? I'm getting there. I'm almost 77. I'm getting there. When I'm 77 years old, like they said in the chat, you're just happy it's going upright.
But do you think you'll ever get to an age where you can't get it up anymore?
Probably not, because
I'm sure a lot of men say that, and then they get to that age.
Well, at my age, I should be experiencing problems. At my advanced stage in life.
No,
I have
40,
zero
I
problems.
don't think in your 40s you really experience. I think when you hit like 50s and on is when you start to experience.
Think about
problems.
this. I don't need any reading glasses. Everyone sees it. I'm not losing my hair.
That's because I keep you very healthy.
It's because I am above. I am above human.
You're superior.
I'm a goddamn fucking celebrity.
You're like a god.
I have that trophy over there. My goddamn celebrity trophy over there. I am immortal. And yeah, I don't have those problems. But Mr. Kraft doesn't have those problems either. But he has to pay for this stuff. So. Oh, triggered! Uh-oh. The trigger donation. All right, real hookers.
99.9% of women under 40 are hookers. In this hyper-promiscuous society, girls give it up for $50 dinners. Points to JBH for not being a hooker, and shame on Most for lying saying he never paid for sex.
No, I never did.
Those bar drinks ain't free.
There we go, JBH with the points. How many points was that? I can't even fucking remember.
4.
4 points to JBH. All right, there you go. Jesse getting them points over there. All right, everyone, stop being simps. Put the points to Mystic immediately. Oh, yeah, you got to do the move. Sorry.
It's okay. It's too late now.
No, it's never too late. All right, you're welcome. There you go. Points to JBH. Right
God,
now,
I get sexier and sexier every time I do it.
That was really hot. That was really hot. Really hot. Yeah, I mean, listen. Here's how I look at it. Like, some people say if you go to a bar and buy a drink, that's paying for sex. So if you wanna include that, then technically I did pay for sex.
No,
right?
I agree. I agree with that.
The hooker thing, to me, that happens when you're 77. Right?
No,
I mean, why do you got to do it when you're young?
I agree to a certain extent. I think that women do give it up for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think women, like, if a guy offers to buy her an expensive dinner, I think women Like, some women would give it up for an expensive dinner.
I look at it this way. You can go to a bar and sometimes you get shot down. You play the lower of averages. But it is so much more fun when you go fishing, right? And then you pick up the fish. You take the fish home. You fuck the fish. Like that's more fun.
But what if the fish has an STD?
Well, you don't want. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Well, you don't think a hooker has an STD?
Of course, a hooker has an STD.
So I'd rather fuck a fish than a hooker. Now, listen, nothing against hookers. I mean, if that's your cup of tea, knock yourself out. They got to make a living too, right? But it's just not my cup of tea. I don't get it. I never understood it.
Booby, booby, booby trap.
Booby, booby, booby trap. Booby, booby, booby trap. Booby, booby, booby trap.
Booby, booby, booby trap.
Booby, booby, booby trap. Booby, booby, booby trap.
Oh, Vlad with the booby trap.
If I'm 77, rich, and want to get my nut off, best believe I'm going to have a group of fat, black, middle-aged, tattooed thoughts at my disposal. Points most.
Black, middle-aged, tattooed thoughts at his disposal.
Fucking Vlad coming in like a goddamn celebrity, dropping the points to Mystic, tying the game up, 14 on the board with the booby trap. That was wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
What do you think about that? Yeah, when you're 77, do whatever the hell you want. Now the question is, what is he doing though? That's the question. We don't know. Like, is he trafficking women? Like, what is going on? We don't know the full story with that. All right, let's see what the chat says.
Cougar says, hell, I've taken chicks to Denny's. Y'all got to do your hunting in the trailer parks.
Wonderful.
That was good.
Dark Cloud NC says, Charlie Sheen got HIV from screwing trannies. Real says, if Moss doesn't have an STD, he didn't go hard enough.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Real says, Vlad, LOL, Drunk Savage, laughing in the chat. Vlad says, real, LOL. Oh, wait, no, laughing. Sorry. Kevin Costa says, it's 14 points, Moss.
Isn't that what I put? Oh, shit. Yeah, what am I doing? It is 14 points.
My boy caught
Kevin,
this motherfucker trying to steal some points.
Thank you for the...
Props to my boy.
Oh, just stop it. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't even know. What is my fucking mind? Yeah, so before we went live tonight, I did the whole Jussie. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm under the weather.
Yeah.
I was going to call in sick, but I can't call in sick.
I offered to do the show by myself.
No, you know what anytime I go, Jess, I'm not feeling good. You want to not do the show?
Well, no, because I worry about you. It's not that I don't want to do the show.
Yeah, but any chance to kind of just not do this, you're like...
No, please don't mistake me. It has nothing to do with not doing the show. Like, I'm perfectly cool doing the show. I do worry.
No, I know you're cool with doing the show, but if there's any chance to not do the show... No,
I never capitalize on any opportunity to not do the show. I don't capitalize on those things at all. I care more about you than the show, to be quite honest. If I had to throw it out there, I care more about you than the show. So if you're not feeling well, of course I'm going to say, let's not do the show.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on that one. You
should, because it's the truth. How are you going to drop your drop? Okay, please explain to me.
It's a little different than... All right. I'm not going to say my mouth...
No. I want to know now. I want to know.
No, I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
No, I would like to know what you have to say.
Any chance we have not to do the show, you're like, yeah, we're not doing it.
So wait, if I'm on board with you, then that means that I don't want to do the show?
I'm not talking about sick. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm just not feeling... All right, you don't want to do it?
Wait, so here's the thing.
All right, yeah, I'm not going down this hole. No.
If I'm on board with you, then that automatically means that I just don't want to do the show.
I will not be...
I wanted to do the show tonight.
Jesse, I am not going down that dark hole.
Because you will be wrong every step of the way.
That JBH hole. I'm not going down that hole because the JBH hole, there's never a turning back.
Because you will be wrong every step of the way.
It's not about that, Jess.
Yet it is.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, they know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes it's tough to be a man. Sometimes it's tough. By the way, we have some LFA going on over here.
What the fuck does that mean? It's tough to be a man.
Proper 12 and ginger ale happening next to me over here, just to keep you guys informed. LFA is in the background over here, and I don't know where the fight's better, the hosts or we have LFA. I don't know where it is. All right, let's move on because Jesse is getting into that whole.
No, you're getting into it. You're getting into it.
Tell them what you're drinking there, Jesse. What are you sipping on?
Ginger ale.
And make a toast to the MMA-Holes because we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Toast to the MMA-Holes with ginger ale. Yeah. It's ginger ale.
Yeah, it's just ginger ale. All right, there we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, what else do we have in the news, Jesse? We only got to 2 stories. And breaking news, if you're just jumping in, Holloway versus Poirier. Well, it looks like it's a done deal. UFC 236 completely sideswiped us. So we move on. And let's show this over here. This before we even went live. I want to do this before you completely get annihilated. It is Black History Month, right?
Yes.
On February, right? So Black History Month is every February over here. And Deontay Wilder, he posted this on Instagram, and he had some words. And I thought this was amazing. He is a heavyweight champion. It doesn't look like he's going to be fighting Fury next. And Trigger. Whoa! Triggered! The Trigger donation. Lick these. All right.
Don't be triggered now, just PTs to Moss.
There you go, the boys.
Wait, no. Wait a minute.
Flex. What?
All right. Look these. I'm not triggered. I have a tendency to
perfectly placed donation.
To justify my side because, well,
we need to get you
I'm
drunk
not
music.
going to say why. I'm just going to say there's a reason that I feel that I need to justify myself. And I'm not getting triggered.
No one knows what you're
Very
talking
happy.
about. But
why do you always shut me down? Why do you do that?
I know what you're talking about. What are you talking? By the way, that was the most perfectly placed trigger donation. Finally, we got a good one over there. Thank you. To lick these. You are wonderful, wonderful. All right, Jesse's fine. We're only fucking around over here.
Yeah, we're just playing around. Calm down, guys.
There's Deontay's eyes. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, let's get into this. Jesse, you ready? Let's see what Deontay Wilder said over here. He was supposed to fight Tyson Fury, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon. Might happen at the end of the year. I don't know. Let's see what he's got to say.
Listen, man, you said that your people have been fighting for 400 years.
Man, your peoples too.
So I just want you to explain what you mean by that.
You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I talk about when I say these things. Your people too.
Explain it. Not everybody knows what you're talking about.
Radio Raheem, I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that. You know what I said by that. I ain't got to go further. And if anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history. Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what. I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about, man.
What are you talking about?
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
What the fuck? So he did post this. I mean, look at these eyes, by the way. Imagine being face to face with that. I'm not fucking with that dude. Now he is a beast. He is an absolute beast. Almost gets the job done.
Cringe.
But Jesus Christ. And now keep in mind, the reporter was black, right? The reporter was black as well. So they were both going at it. I don't understand what is going on between the two. Oh, trigger! Marky Wahoo! All right, let's see what Marky Wahoo has to say.
Kraft should get a real doll that you can just hammer on the regular. A Dr. Johnson in each hand. Limp women sprawled all over the yacht like dead bodies. Kraft has shit all wrong. PTS most. JBH gets you should know women are always right.
That's
there
not
you
true.
go. Thank you, Marky Wahoo! The four. Trigger donation coming in tonight. Hardcore.
That's not true. There's a lot of times that I'm wrong. So.
And in honor of Marky Wahoo. Everybody in the chat, let's go. We're playing the points game. It's FOOK on Friday. LFA's on over there. Kraft is running prostitutes around. Everyone drop a lick my balls in the chat. Everybody dance. The MMA-Holes. Drop it in the chat. Lick my balls.
The greatest show going, the MMA-Holes. Now lick my balls. His name ain't Derek, but he's for real. His name is Master, host of a show that's like a golden put to our ears. Tag it, now lick my balls. 10 more likes, don't forget to hit that button or dive in. You heard, let the tag it, now lick my balls.
Wonderful.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that donation over there, 22-14. The game is not over, so if you want to put a donation in, say points to Mystic, points to JBH, the person with the least amount of points has to roll the Die of Doom. That's right. Die of Doom tonight. All right, so back to this over here. Deontay Wilder going a little wild.
Listen, man, you said that your people have been fighting for 400 years.
By the way, is Tucker? I saw Tucker in the chat. He says he's going back and he goes hard on Instagram.
And your peoples too.
So I just want you to explain what
So yeah, they're both black, right? They're going back and forth. He's like, your people too.
you mean by that.
You know what I'm talking
I mean, your peoples too.
about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I talk about when I say these things.
Now, what is he talking about, Jesse?
Let's find out.
All right.
Our people too.
Explain it. Not everybody knows what you're talking about.
Radio Raheem, I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that.
No one knows what you mean. The best part is he put it on Instagram himself. Like, I could understand other people putting it on there because he went crazy, but why is he putting it on Instagram? I don't understand.
The comments.
What?
The Jews are laughing at this. Bait, we going fishing. Wilder, I don't understand.
Or I don't get it. Listen, maybe, I don't know. I'm all for the Black History Month. Knock yourself out. But
Super chat.
what is he yelling about? Super chat.
I believe in Google, so I can find out what he's talking about. PTSJBH.
Patney 186!
How's it going? Patney dropping heat.
I worked out today, so.
Yeah, she's did shoulders and legs.
Just for you, Patney.
19 on the board for JBH. Oh, I thought you were going to not do it. If you want to see two hosts dance horrendously, welcome to the MMA-Holes. Thank you for playing along in the points game. 22-19 is the score. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, maybe use Google to find out. He never explains what the problem is.
You know what I say about it. I ain't got to go further. And if anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history.
All right, so we got to go up the history. Now, we know the history, right? When we know, is he talking about, what happened back in the day, the slavery, all that stuff? I mean, I don't understand why he's so mad now, though. Like,
no, I think.
What is he mad about now?
No, I think what the reporter said, like, by trying to take away his validity in whatever he was talking about, angered him, and then that's why he kind of blew up back at the reporter.
So he didn't like the question by the reporter. So he conveniently doesn't put what the reporter said.
So I think what happened was he made comments about Black History Month, probably about what they had gone through in the past in history. And the reporter was questioning him on it, and he felt as if it was a direct attack on him because he was somehow questioning his legitimacy in what he was saying.
So you think the reporter was kind of calling him a fraud?
No, not calling him a fraud, but I think the reporter was sort of just saying, can you elaborate? And I think that Wilder felt like it may have been a direct attack on him, when in reality, the reporter just wanted him to elaborate a little bit.
Now, let me just make this clear. I like this guy. In fact, I was rooting for him in the last fight against Fury. I like his style. I like his knockout power as a heavyweight. I think he's a family man. He's respectable.
He's got how many kids?
He surrounds himself with white people, so it's great, right? So... Oh, what?
Why is that matter?
Well, I mean, he mingles. He co-mingles, It's good stuff. No, I'm kidding. But, I mean, he seems like a really nice guy. He does. So, I know he has a character and a shtick. I don't think this is a character. Like, I don't know where the fuck this is coming from. And then he posted himself on Instagram. So, I'm trying to break this thing down and figure out, what are we supposed to know?
Go look up the history.
Oh, go look up the history.
Don't everybody believe in Google?
I want to clip that. Should I clip that? Don't anyone believe in Google? I want believe in Google? I want that.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Black Mystery Month.
Can we get our community's black man to clarify? Let Pulse call in. Points most.
The honorary black man?
That's right. Thank you, Vlad. We should get Pulse to call in, right? Pulse, if you're watching. We need a Pulse line, like the Pulse hotline. Have him call in and, be the spokesperson, Jay Smooth, another one, spokesperson for...
Jay Smooth's not calling in. Jay Smooth sold out.
What? You're saying Jay Smooth sold out? I saw him in the chat last time.
Super chat.
I dare you. Tucker Baker.
Fury donated his whole purse. Real champ points most.
That's true. Oh, Tucker with the points! That's right. Thank you very much, Tucker Baker, dropping the deuce over there. That's true. He did. That's a true
Can
statement.
someone please help me?
Don't worry. You have your man lurking. We know. He's like a shark in there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. He's
a buzzer beater. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not even drinking.
Go Google that shit. See what
Go Google that shit. I love that. There's a million sound clips we could take from this.
I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what. I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about.
Then he takes off his fake glasses. That's the best part. Like, you know those glasses don't do anything for his vision, right? He's inside. He takes his glasses off. Now he's focusing on the reporter.
Oh, man. He's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day.
Wow. One more time, Jussie.
To this day.
To this day.
All right. Enough of that. So let's see what the chat says about this over here. I'm sure you have your opinions. The heavyweight champ. I hope we see the Fury fight again. I hope it happens, at the end of the year, but we'll find out.
Kurt Montgomery says, I called in a few weeks ago, stoned as hell, Brian Redband. He took off his glasses to make a point. Two Joint says, yep, Massa, total segue. Too many things, bro. Bosco versus X-Ghost. I ain't arguing that at all, but Fury didn't dominate. If that was a street match, yada, yada, yada. Saul Gallo says, haha, Kevin Costa recording hairlines and make any man furious. G-Man Mule in the chat says, real story, I dropped like 6 deuces today. Nobody cares. King of Ring says, Kurt Montgomery X goes 22, winning 10 out of 12 rounds is dominating. Paul Fay, I feel his struggle. Infinite Conscious says, this rich fucker ain't no slave. G-Man Mule says, oh, and you know what I'm talking about. Mark Wahoo, I asked my 10-year-old son why he had off from school one day, and he said some black dude got shot in his face. Martin Luther King Day. Shub says, hey guys, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier got announced for the interim lightweight title. Thank you to Brian Redband for announcing that to us so that we could break it to you guys. Jamie Colt says, damn, American boxers are drama queens. 2 joints, 6 deuces equals proper 12. James Hinkle says, Fury will knock this bum out, no doubt. Econ Smith, you seriously got to be slow if you don't know what he is talking about. Rafa Pena, FOOK him. Right. Bosco versus X goes 22. Sure thing. Is that what you thought when you watched the fight? 10 out of 12? To this day, says Vlad.
To this day. He sounds like Scooby-Doo.
Like that.
No, you hear his voice crack. I can't back it up because it's on Instagram.
Yeah.
But you hear his voice cracking. To this day. All right.
You sound like Miss Piggy.
All right. There he is. Deontay Wilder.
JJ Monster wants to see your pee-pee, by the way.
JJ Monster. JJ Monster has a one bad type personality. And he is really up my anus. So thank you for jumping in tonight. I like that. All right, what else do we have in the news, JBH?
Oh, the news that we have not gotten to for the last hour and a half.
It's FOOK Friday. We're having fun, man. We're fucking hanging.
Yeah.
Points game's going down. I'm fucking killing it tonight. Thanks to these motherfuckers. Look at this. All right. As Jesse's you move things around over here. You must be really feeling it.
I didn't move anything around.
No?
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, okay. What do we got? What's next?
All right. According to MMAnews.com, John Kavanagh responds to questions of Conor McGregor's next opponent. One of the more pressing questions within the MMA community is who Conor McGregor's next opponent will be.
To this day!
The Notorious has been linked to chatter of an upcoming fight with Donald Cowboy Cerrone. However, nothing is ever certain when it comes to the Irishman. His longtime coach, John Kavanagh, spoke to MMA Freeter on YouTube. At the end of the day, the SBG Ireland head coach says that McGregor will take whatever fight motivates him most. At this point in his career, he's fighting for the love of the sport. Kavanagh said, quote, you know what? It's the matchup that interests Conor most. He has the world at his feet. He's not fighting for anything other reason than that is fun. It's fun to him, which I think is the best reason. So it's got to be the matchup that gets him up in the morning. Following his defeat to Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 229, McGregor was handed a 6-month suspension by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for his involvement in the post-fight brawl. He's eligible to return to action in early April. Donald Cerrone recently teased an April date as one of the 2 that he's considering for his return. Perhaps McGregor will be the man standing across the cage from him when it's time.
Man, I hope they can drag him back into the cage against Cowboy in April. I'd love that. I would love that, man. But I don't think that's going to happen. That'd be great if they put something together. We could have like a mega fight. It's not even about the fight anymore. Like, I want to see the fight, but I want the circus, man. I want the fight weeks. I love it. I live for that stuff. With this channel, when Conor's fighting, it's a fucking tornado. It's like we got hit with a tornado. So I want to see. I don't give a fuck. Just drag him back in the cage. Make him fight a chinchilla for all I care. I don't give a fuck what it is. Just get Conor in there. Let's get that fight shit going. And against Cowboy Cerrone, I mean, how could you not like that matchup? It'd be fun, you know?
Yeah.
So let's make it happen. Let's make the Tony versus Khabib thing happen. I wish Khabib would take the shortened time, you know, but he's not. Because Jesse,
yes,
as we said in the beginning, there is breaking news, and if you're just jumping in, Max Holloway will be fighting Dustin Poirier for the interim strap. 155. That is going down at UFC 236. It looks like that is going down. So we'll see. Next story. And speaking of, it's Khalid. I thought it was Khabib. Who is this guy?
According to MMA fighting, Khalid Murtazaliev, who stopped CB Holloway in his UFC debut, suspended for 2 years for steroids.
Whoops. Sorry, I played the wrong one. Let's try that. Let's try the right one.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, he was the one.
Stopped CB Holloway in his UFC debut.
CB Holloway was that the? I'm so fucked up right now. Even when I went to the bathroom, my fucking head's spinning. I'm all fucked up.
Are you
But
okay?
CB Holloway, I think I'm dying. CB Holloway.
Why would you say that?
Wasn't he the one with the Herb Dean stoppage? Was it or?
I think so.
That was it. So Khalid was the one that almost killed him, right? And now he's suspended for steroids. Is that the fight? Was that his last fight?
I believe so, but don't quote me on that.
All right, we'll see what the story is. I think that was it. But
Khalid Murtazaliev, who stopped CB Holloway violently in his UFC debut, has tested positive for steroids. UFC anti-doping partner USADA announced on Friday.
Yeah, it's him. Okay.
Khalid, cool. a Russian native, tested positive for drostanolone, an anabolic steroid stemming from out-of-competition samples collected October 3rd, 2018 and December 6, 2018 per the release. USADA has suspended Khalid for 2 years. According to USADA, the 2 positive drug tests will be treated as one of the UFC's anti-doping policy violations because the amount of drostanolone and its metabolite detected in both samples is consistent with administration via injection prior to the sample collected. On October 3rd, Khalid's 2-year ban is retroactive to that date, so he won't be able to fight again until October 2020.
All right, so there you go. Suspended for steroids. How about that with the dangerous finish, the Herb Dean situation? Dangerous stuff over there. Now he's suspended for steroids. That's really fucked up. That is
by
really
injection.
I tell you what, man. I'm glad he's suspended. He should be fucking kicked out, right? I mean, if you're suspended for steroids and with a vicious finish like that, retire CB Holloway. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Get him out of here. What are we doing with this guy?
Yes.
Right? What does the chat say about this motherfucker?
Exco says, why are you dumb women here? Go clean the kitchen now. Exco, how many times are you going to say that before someone finally pays attention to you? Jamie Cole says, when's Trumpo getting locked up? 2 joins Cosby is the Black Takashi, 69 in jail. Interesting. Brian Rager says, Black History Month is racist. King Your Mother's Ring. How embarrassing. 2 joins says, Cosby's putting poipes up. Will be ready in 3 to 10 years. Tony turned down fight versus Max's Brian Castro. Isaiah Moore says, I don't know nothing. Sentence enters his post reloaded. Kurt Montgomery says, Conor versus anybody is cool, but the cursed Tony versus Khabib must happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Dave says, I hope Brock comes back juiced.
All right, let's see what the next story is. We're going to start the clock to end the FOOK Friday points game. LFA is happening in the background over here. Let's see if anything's noteworthy. It looks like someone's about to get choked out. By the way, James Gallagher's fighting tomorrow. We're going to be live for UFC Prague. Let's bring you over there so you can check that shite out. UFC Pragues. There's the Prague card. Prague. Blachowicz versus Santos. Love this fight. Blachowicz, I think, on a 4-fight win streak. Santos on a 3-fight win streak. Both going down. Good card. It starts 2 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll probably be live around noonish, somewhere around noon, for the preliminaries. And we'll take you through this card. So make sure you slap the notification bell. And we will be hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Mañana, Stefan Struve versus Marcos Rogero de Lima. Gian Vellante on the main card again. I mean, this guy... How many people, anyone in the chat see Vellante's MMA Junkie interview where Chris Weidman took the mic and interviewed him? Let me know in the chat if you saw that. Some cringy New York action going on there. Gian Vellante, he got questioned about all the split decisions and not the most exciting. I've met him. Nice guy, but he's completely off his rocker. So there he is, back on a main card. You have Liz Carmouche versus Lucy Padliva. I don't know who you are. John Dotson versus Peter Yan. Magomed Ankalaev versus Kildsan Abreu. And yeah, I'm fucking up everyone's name, but that is your main card over there. A 6-fight main card. Prague. Prague. Where is it? I don't know, how do you say it though? I mean, is it Prague? Is it Prague?
Yeah, it's Prague.
But it's Praha. That's how you say Prague? Or am I saying it right? I mean, it says arena. Oh, no.
Prague.
No, it says Praha.
Yeah, but the spelling of Prague is Prague.
Prachechia. Oh, okay. This is just in another language over here. Yeah. My fucking intelligence is dropping as the show is going on. No fucks given tonight. No fucks given. I had a little emergency, little water over here. I'm done. Anyway, let's go back over to the MMAHoles.com. By the way, if you're jumping in, we do have the Acumen shirts, Jesse.
Yes,
Acumen.
That's right. Shout out to the Acumens out there.
I want to get an Acumen shirt.
Well, you will. Maybe an Acumen mug, Jesse.
Acumen.
That's right. It could be Acumen or Acumen, right? And check out our new models. We have beautiful models on the MMAHoles.com as well.
Stop this being expressed.
Fucking moving up.
Motherfuckers.
Don Lemon.
Stanolin equals Masterin. Brian Ortega got caught taking Masterin in 2014. Does most want Ortega gone too? Masterin is used mainly as a cutting agent drug to gain strength while cutting weight. It's a pre-show drug used frequently in bodybuilding.
What? Brian Ortega was caught taking it?
Yeah.
I don't believe this.
No, he was. He actually was.
What? Why haven't I heard about this?
But I don't think Brian Ortega almost killed somebody. Well, yeah, he almost ripped people's heads off.
Tristan?
Oh, he almost killed Frankie Edgar. Yeah, Ortega got nailed.
When was this?
Remember when he was on his little bit of a run, there were a lot of people saying us PED motherfucker, like, yeah, he's been guilty as well.
Wait, but he was never
He's a juice model. Well, I mean, what do you expect?
No, but he was never suspended for it?
How do I become a model for the MMA Holes? Says Cocky Dinkles. Reach out to us, themmaholes.com, and you could be a model. Wonderful.
Hey, Moss, I gave JBH points. You're stealing your points is real.
Did you give JBH points? Hold on a second. I'll replay it. Let's see. Let's replay it over here. The MMA Horror. Why is it not replaying? Here we go.
No, not in the last one. He's talking about another one. You probably put my points under yours.
No.
That's Marky.
Wait, Marky said it?
Find Real.
Where? No, Real didn't.
One of Real.
Yeah, I gave you the points. You danced for. What are you talking? She danced for it. What are you talking about? Stop it. Would you stop it, please? You know she's gonna win regardless, so just shut up.
What are you talking about? I have 19 points.
What the fuck's going on? All right, let's get back to the news over here.
James Hinkle, I cannot bust a freestyle, but I'm very good at Rap God.
Rap God. All right, let's talk about Dominick Cruz.
According to MMAnews.com, Dominick Cruz rips TJ Dillashaw for complaining about the Cejudo fight finish.
Oh my God. Wait, what? Why? Listen,
well, you
it's
didn't
over.
like TJ Dillashaw complaining about it either, so how could you hate on Dominick Cruz for it?
So, but wait. All right, let's see what he has to say before I start playing my baby sound effect.
Dominick Cruz was not a fan of the way TJ Dillashaw handled his defeat to Henry Cejudo at flyweight. Following his first-round TKO defeat, the Messenger, Dillashaw was very vocal about his opinion on the stoppage, that being that the referee jumped in too early.
Hold on a second. Real is saying in my Ortega donation, the headline said, Don Lemon for white cock. It's one big word? Hold on a second. Let me see. So it was one long-ass word.
Oh, the name. I'll give her Don Lemon, white cock points to JBH. Smart.
He's encrypting your points now. All right, let's give her the... There you go, Real. There you go.
Yes!
All right, the mystery has been solved. There we go. JBH getting the points. And you know what? We'll even let her dance for the boys over here.
Oh, Rap God for James Hinkle.
No, oh no, you gonna really?
Yeah, just.
All right, go ahead.
But for me to rap like a computer was beating my jeans. I got a laptop in my back pocket. My pedal go off when I half cock. Got a fat knot from that rap profit. Made a living in a killing off it. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office, with Monica Lewinsky feeling on his nutsack. I'm an MC, still is honest, but his rooting is indecent. All syllable skillaholic, skill more. Yeah. I've been drinking a little more.
20 likes.
I've got fucking 20 likes.
20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes.
I hope the dislike styles will proceed.
All right, this is what I'm going to do, Jesse. I am going to... How many stories do we have left? I know we have to get into this Dominick Cruz story.
Well, we have a lot, but if we don't get to them all, it's okay.
Well, how many do we have left? She's like this on the computer. Yeah.
7, but plus the Dominick Cruz one, 8.
Oh, so yeah, we can roll through that. I'm going to put 45 on the clock. Okay, I'm going to put 45 on the clock to end the points game. There we go. 45 minutes. Boom. 45 on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's right. 44-5-3 over here. The clock is going. When that is done, the points game is over. Right now, it is 26 to where the fuck are your points? 26 to 21.
Wonderful, wonderful.
26 to 21 is the points game. When that clock is done, the person with the least amount of points has to roll.
The tie of doom!
That's right. Right now I'm winning. But if you want me to really win, you better keep those points coming because you never know. Last second, never wait till the last second because that's when a host gets screwed.
What kind of instrument is this?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wait, what kind of instrument is this that's playing right now?
What kind of instrument?
Yeah, can you play it again? Is it a violin?
There is a violin. There's a drum beating.
That's a string instrument.
Yeah, it sounds like a violin, I would say.
I think that's a violin.
Maybe a cello.
Wonderful,
That's
wonderful.
a violin.
And some cymbals, yeah.
I have a violin back in Arizona.
Yeah, hit me with the ones if you want to see JBH play.
cello.
Whoa, what the fuck? 20 likes is on the stream. Yeah. All right, let's hit me with the ones if you want to see JBH play the violin horribly. I've seen her play.
You've never seen me play.
Yeah, it's like
You've never seen me play violin. He's never seen me play
I did.
violin.
Well, you were tuning it. In fairness.
Yeah, I've never played violin in front of you.
You can't
Juice Monkey.
Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, let's see what Juice Monkey has to say.
Fun fact about Masterin, the propionate version is very fast acting. Essentially, you have to be dumb to get caught with that in your system. Ortega flexed a low IQ in 2014. Points to JBH for dancing to Don Lemon sucking white cock. Jussie Smollett lies.
There you go. There we go. Juice Monkey with a donation. Jesse getting another deuce. Points to JBH. I can't wait until tomorrow. We're going to wake up and you're like, I got such a headache.
I have a headache every day.
Oh, you're going to have such a headache tomorrow. But Jesse, in rare form tonight, drop a wonderful for JBH's performance tonight on the MMA-Holes Fook Off Friday. All right, let's get to this Dominick Cruz story.
Following his first-round TKO defeat to the Messenger, Dillashaw was very vocal about his opinion on the stoppage, that being that the referee jumped in too early. Speaking on the UFC Unfiltered podcast, Cruz called Dillashaw, quote, insignificantly stupid. He said, quote, I looked at this and say, is this how insignificantly stupid you are? To think you complaining and whining about a stoppage is going to change anything? You just sound like a moron. Like nothing is going to change. You might as well just accept what just happened to you and try to grab a hold of your balls instead of run from them and admit the loss. Because you just got knocked out by a 125er and you dropped down to a weight class that dried out your brain, and you might not have been as durable as you are at 135.
Damn, son.
Dillashaw recaptured the 135-pound title from Cody Garbrandt in November of 2017. The Viper knocked out No Love out in the second round. In their rematch several months later, Dillashaw got the job done even faster, knocking out Garbrandt in the first round. Dillashaw then attempted to become a UFC champ by challenging for Henry Cejudo's 125-pound belt. The pair headlined UFC on ESPN Plus 1 from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. However, Cejudo won the contest by way of first-round TKO. Dillashaw, along with the likes of the UFC president Dana White, believes the stoppage was premature. It's likely the pair rematch at 135 pounds next, with Dillashaw's title on the line this time around.
All right, so Dominick Cruz with some harsh words towards TJ Dillashaw. All right, so, Dominick beat TJ, right? That happened. It was a close fight. TJ, it was a good fight, actually, between the two. And when fighters are out and they're injured, I kind of don't care, And Dominick Cruz is arguably one of the best 135ers. I still think he is the best 135er ever. You know, TJ's fucking really good, but Dominick beat him. And, you know, Dominick didn't look fantastic against Cody Garbrandt. But other than that, the dude, I mean, if it wasn't for the injuries, this dude was the best. He really was the best. But now, you know, with him constantly getting hurt, it's kind of like shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't care. And, you know, it's like when Michael Bisping goes out there and starts talking shit to the fighters. You're not going to get back and fight. Are we going to see Dominick Cruz fight again? I don't know. You know, I don't know if we're going to see him fight again, but I kind of don't care. He's right, but I don't care about that trash talk.
Unrepentant. We are not pregnant. Mackenzie Dern is pregnant.
Yeah, I'm pregnant. I could be debatably pregnant. Here's Mackenzie Dern. It's the thumbnail over here. This is an actual picture of her on the beach dropping a deuce symbol saying, I'm pregnant. There she is. She's pregnant. She's going to be out, but she says she'll be back. That's right. Also, some more breaking news if you're just jumping in. Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway is something that they're trying to drop on UFC 236, an interim title. So Maxie Holloway versus a Dustin Poirier rematch at 155. So that is something right there to be interested in. Let's see what the chat says about the whole Dominick situation.
T-Joint says, I'm texting from the hospital. My bowels were blocked because of a hernia. Well, I hope you get better, T-Joints. J-Dummy2 says, dropping a deuce, LOL, X Ghost 22. Dern is going to have a goldfish-looking baby. T-Joint says, she's baked. Marky Wahoo says, who filled her up? Pulse Reloaded says, Max wins easy. Kurt Montgomery, too bad Cruz is made of eggshells. I'd love to see him earn a rematch against a healthy TJ. Unrepentant FB says, will the baby have a Brazilian or American accent?
Imagine it comes out like, like it has like some weird.
That's a Brazilian accent.
It's not like this. Oh, speaking, this is a good segue over here.
Isn't it weird that, like...
Look at this. What a segue, Jesse. Tyron Woodley. What does Tyron Woodley have going on?
According to BJPen.com, Tyron Woodley reveals that GSP turned down fights with him 5 or 6 times. UFC welterweight champ Tyron Woodley has been chasing a fight with GSP for years. Now that GSP is retired, however, it would seem to be forever off the table. Speaking to TMZ shortly after GSP's retirement message, Tyron Woodley revealed that he approached the UFC about a fight with the Canadian legend multiple times, but that GSP turned it down each time. While Tyron Woodley would have liked to fight GSP, he understands why the Canadian turned the bout down. He said, quote, at the time I had to make it, you're a bitch, you're scared to fight me, but in real life, if I was him, does he have to fight me? He really doesn't have to fight me, Woodley said. He already fought the powerful wrestlers that can now strike like Johnny Hendricks. He's already fought Josh Koscheck. He already fought everybody like that. He's not going to beat me just because I'm a better version of him. I'm more powerful than him. I'm stronger. It'd be nearly impossible for him to take me down. I'm going to be able to go 5 rounds. Carlos Condit couldn't withstand him. John Fitch couldn't withstand him, but I've got the tools that they didn't have. I've got the wrestling that Carlos didn't have. I've got the power that John Fitch didn't have. Despite his disappointment, Tyron Woodley says he does rank GSP as one of the best fighters of all time, 3rd best to be precise, right behind John Jones and Anderson Silva.
It would have been cool to see these two go at it. I mean, Woodley's on a nice little run right now. It would have been cool to see it, but honestly, GSP retired at the right time. You know, he got 2 belts. What more does he have to prove?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to prove anything. So GSP, I hope he is retired, you know, and we're good to go. But I'm telling you right now, if you are a St. Pierre fan, you will see him back in the cage. He's going to compete in some way. He really will. He made it very clear. He wasn't crying at the press conference. He was smiling and laughing, holding his belt. He said he's going to go on vacation, and when he comes back, if he gets a business call, he might accept. You know, he's not completely ruling anything out. So that whole retirement press conference was a complete waste of time. I really believe he's going to come back. I really do. But we move on. Tyron Woodley in the news. What else do we have over here? Khabib. All right, let's go to the Khabib story.
Actually, it's his coach.
His coach? Yeah. Oh, Jessie's pouring herself another drink over here.
Would you like one?
No, I'm good. Maybe tomorrow I'll drink a little. Wow, you're really... Did you just open that bottle today? No?
This one was already... Well, yeah, this one was already open, and then...
Just having a good time. Jessie's fucking feeling it tonight on Fook Off Friday. What do we got over here? Khabib's coach.
Khabib's coach finds inconsistencies in NSAC's UFC 229 penalties, according to MMAnews.com. It has been 3 weeks since the Nevada Athletic Commission handed down the 9-month suspension to Khabib Nurmagomedov for his actions in the T-Mobile Arena following the UFC 229 main event. The 9-month suspension could have been shortened to 6 months should Nurmagomedov complete an anti-bullying public service announcement. At the same meeting where the suspension was handed down, the commission condemned pre-fight comments that they deemed to be excessively provocative. Khabib Nurmagomedov's head coach, Javier Mendez, has noticed a glaring inconsistency. He said, quote, "If you listen to the Nevada Athletic Commission, they're saying they condone what he did. They fined him $500,000, but at the same time, too, they want him to do an anti-bullying thing so they can come back, that he can come back in April. And then they're talking about trying to see what they can do about stopping fighters from doing what Conor did. Okay, so here you are. You're outright saying that Khabib was being bullied. That's what they're saying. And then they want Khabib to do an anti-bullying program? It doesn't make sense. And then you're changing him from $500,000, charging him $500,000? Okay, and Conor gets $50,000, but yet he's the one that started bullying in the first place, and all Khabib did was stood up for himself, but you want him to do an anti-bullying program. Khabib is going to tell you, F you, I'm not doing that. You've got this all wrong. I'm not the one that started this. I'm just the one that finished it. Javier Mendez also believes that the commission sanctioned Khabib's teammates unfairly, arguing that it was Conor McGregor who threw the first punch and they did not start the melee. It was Abubakar Nurmagomedov and Zabira Tukagov who were suspended the longest, despite Khabib's beginning the melee and McGregor throwing the first punch, and this is another inconsistency that Mendez perplexed. He said, quote, "Number 2, you have a situation where his coaches, cornermen, sparring partners, they went in after Khabib jumped the cage. His cousin jumped the cage looking to see what he could do to help Khabib, and what does Conor do when he jumps the cage? Conor sucker punches him, so then he fights with Conor, and then he gets fined for a year with $25,000?
You know, this whole thing, God, I'm so over it. I really am. It's like, I can't wait until Khabib gets back in the cage and fights, you know, again, like legally, you know, under the UFC lights.
Yeah.
You know, I'm done with this shit.
There's a part of me that wishes he did the PSA.
I wish he didn't jump out of the fucking cage. That's what I wish. Like, why the fuck did he jump out of that? What is he thinking?
But he already did that. But I'm saying to fix that, I really wish he did do the PSA. Like, I get why he's not doing it, because his teammates were unfairly charged and everything, and he's trying to make a point. But I kind of wish he did do it, because there's fights lined up that could make the UFC a lot of money. That could make him a lot of money.
Yeah, but he does not want to fight in Las Vegas again, which I don't blame him. So in order for him to come back early and get paid, you know, he's got to fight in Vegas. And he doesn't want to fight there. He's like, no, fuck that.
But you know what? I also kind of get it, like where Javier Mendez is coming from when he's saying that Conor McGregor was the one doing the bullying, and yet the NSAC wants Khabib to do the anti-bullying PSA. They want to charge him more money and everything. Now, I get the charging more money because of the post-fight melee, but the anti-bullying, I mean, if you really break it down, Conor was the bully in the situation. So
not in that situation. Outside of the whole bus thing was a terrorist attack. It wasn't bullying. That was a terrorist attack.
But
and
you don't think at the press conferences that Conor was bullying Khabib?
No. Listen. No. All right. You're gonna open up a can of worms here. Conor was not bullying Khabib at the press conference. These two men are fighters. They're cage fighters. The fact that he brought up religion and fought, who gives a fuck? It's trash talk. Yeah. And if people are going to be triggered by that, if it's going to make them fucking jump over the cage and fucking pounce on a retarded Dylan Dennis, I mean, that doesn't make any sense, you know? And Khabib is not using that. You know, so I can't say, oh, Khabib is saying, oh, he did this, that's why I'm jumping the cage. No, Khabib jumped the cage. He was like, fuck it, let's go. You know, he was just trying to be a man.
Why did he jump the cage?
Well, I don't know. Honestly, it was fucking retarded. Just like Conor, retarded with the bus.
Khabib said that the reason he jumped the cage after Dylan Dennis was because that everybody else in Conor's corner was too old, and Dylan Dennis was the youngest one there, and that
he shouldn't have jumped over the cage in the first place.
Exactly. So the fact that he preyed on Dylan Dennis because Dennis was younger, and that he thought that Dennis could take whatever Khabib was willing to bring, I don't think that he should have jumped over the cage in the first place.
No,
he had no reason to. He said that the corner was shit talking or something like that, but he didn't have anyone to prey on. So he literally jumped the cage just to jump the cage.
What would have happened if the way he jumped over the cage, feet first, and his feet fucking landed flushly on Danis's head, broke his neck, and now Dylan Danis is paralyzed?
I don't think that would have happened.
What if that did happen? I mean, the man, all his body weight is fucking flying down.
I'm sure you could argue this, but Khabib was very calculated in what he did.
How are you calculate when you're soaring through the air feet first? What is he, a bird?
I don't think that. I think that he was
calculated. It's just as dumb. In fact, the Conor thing was so fucking retarded. That's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother argument right there. I'm just talking about this situation, okay? The Khabib, he was going feet first off the top of the fucking UFC cage to a man's face. That's where he was going.
George Savage says nobody would have cared about Dylan.
Yeah, it's true. He would have been doing the world a favor. But what if he fucking would have paralyzed the guy? Like complete ridiculousness.
Yeah.
A lot of people are complaining about the severity of the punishment.
Right.
I think Khabib got off easy. Like, the more I think about it, I think he got off easy. And he's just like, fuck it. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to kick my legs up in the air, wait until November, get paid, and it's all done with. It's over and done with, All right, that's fine. But the whole situation should have never it was just ridiculous. Should have never happened.
Yeah.
There was no justifying that situation. He could have started a fucking riot. Like, he could have started,
the
place could have lit up
on
fire. And then it led into the hallways. You have Khabib fans and Conor fans just fucking brawling in the hallways from this shit. The dude started a fucking riot.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was happening after that fight.
Oh, yeah, I remember the video that you showed me.
So, I mean, that's why they escorted him out of the cage.
Super chat.
It's just, I just can't wait until it's all over with. It's so dumb.
Anti-bully means how to handle herself after gets.
Anti-bullying means how to handle yourself after gets.
Yeah, after gets. If you have to do anti-bullying after you want to handle yourself after gets. I agree. Thank you. All thumbs down. Chat, what do you say about this whole thing?
JJ Monster says, Chris, you're a cuck. Brian Redband says Khabib got fined the same amount millionaire athletes who make way more. Tim Butler says Khabib would have 20 likes. 2 joins. Chris's rant segment has returned. Wonderful. King Your Mother's Ring says, I agree. Post Reloaded says Russians and Irish fans, we're going to fight anyway.
Stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
We got Vlad coming in.
Yes, let's do an anti-bullying campaign for a place where hookers, drugs, and partying runs wild. Let's also get Greg Hardy to do a motivation speech at a battered women's conference. Kenshiro would sleep. All thumbs down. Points most.
Oh, shit. Look at Vladdy coming in. Dropping the deuce. Putting the points to the mystical one over here with 27 minutes left in the points game. Wonderful. Thank you, Vlad. Yeah, right? I mean, it's so dumb.
Super chat.
Anti-bullying is so stupid. It really, it's the whole thing.
Anti-bully is what leads to Jussie Smollett.
Look at that. Thank you, Tyler Comrade. Look at that. Tyler coming in hot. Yeah, that anti-bullying bullshit. But that Jussie Smollett guy, what's up with him?
Jussie Smollett.
What is up with that guy?
Yeah.
We didn't even touch in on that story, but I mean, I only know bits and pieces of it.
I don't know anything about it.
I only know bits and pieces. All I know is apparently he paid a bunch of guys, right? He paid a bunch of black guys, something like that, to beat him up or something like that, to make it a hate crime. I don't know what happened. I don't know the full story.
Do you want me to look it up right now?
Yeah, look it up. Let's really stir that pot. I mean, what a knucklehead. We live under a rock. We don't even know what the fuck's going on here. We know about Kraft with the whole hooker thing, and what an idiot he is, if that is indeed true.
Jussie Smollett claims he has an untreated drug problem.
So it's the drugs that made him pay black people to beat him up? All right, let's hit the Jussie Smollett. Let's just, we've...
Jussie Smollett told cops he has an untreated drug problem, raising questions about whether he might try to use the claim, at least get any potential prison sentence reduced, according to a report on Friday. The Empire Star divulged his alleged drug problem after turning himself in Thursday morning on charges he filed a false police report involving a hate crime, TMZ reported. Prosecutors and Abimbola Abel Asundero, one of the brothers who helped Smollett allegedly stage the January 29th hate attack, served as Smollett's drug dealer, selling him Molly several times since the spring of 2018.
What is this guy's backstory? I want to know what his fuck this whole his.
Hold on, but I think it leads into his. Oh no, it doesn't.
It's not. This is something new.
Okay.
So I want to know. I don't know the whole deal on this guy. I don't know what his backstory. I don't know what his motive was here. Was he trying to just make a point? I don't even care. I've lost all interest in it. I don't care. Fuck this guy. He's a retard. It's retarded. What is his motive? Jussie was buying a Subway sandwich at the time. James Hickle, a huge sucker for blondes. When in trouble, always blame drugs and alcohol. I mean, it's a good defense.
What did he do?
He hired a bunch of guys to beat him up and then said it was like a hate crime or something. I don't know. I don't know the story, but everyone's talking about it, so I should know the story. You know?
Oh, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Jussie Smollett charged with filing a false report of a hate crime. Actor Jussie Smollett, according to Vox.com, known for his role on the TV show Empire, has
Wait, hold on. So he's on Empire.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's an actor.
And who is in charge of Empire? Is it Vox or Fox?
Fox.
Oh,
probably.
shit. I thought you said Vox. God damn it. I was going to go on a whole thing. I thought you
Known
said Vox.
for his
God
role
damn it.
on the TV show
Son of a bitch.
Empire, has been arrested and charged for allegedly filing a false police report after claiming he was the victim of a racist and homophobic hate crime. In late January, Smollett, who is a black and gay, claimed he was ambushed outside of a Chicago restaurant by 2 unidentified suspects.
Wait, he's gay too?
Yes, who approached him yelling homophobic and racist slurs.
Oh, hold on. I know this guy. So, all right. So
Okay.
this guy is gay. He's on the Empire.
Right.
And he plays a gay guy too, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
think he
seen
does.
the show.
All right.
Okay. In
We're
late
piecing it
January,
together.
Smollett, who is black and gay, claimed that he was ambushed outside of a Chicago restaurant by 2 unidentified suspects who approached him yelling homophobic and racist slurs. Smollett said the two assaulted him.
Jesse, don't do that.
Said the two assaulted him, poured an unknown chemical substance on him, and wrapped a rope around his neck. But in the weeks since the story first made headlines, the narrative has taken a number of twists and turns, from assumed tragedy to suspected hoax. In a news conference following Smollett's arrest, Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson said the actor was allegedly unhappy with his salary and the attack was staged for his benefit.
Real quick, King's Your Mother's Ring says, is he even gay? So is he? Maybe it's a good point. Is he lying about that too? Maybe he's hiring gay people to fuck him, and he's not even gay. OMG, that could be something there, Jesse. There could be something there. No?
Police say Smollett paid 2 men, one of whom he knew from Empire, $3,500 to fake the attack. Smollett stands by his initial claims. Meanwhile, the producers of Empire have said Smollett will no longer appear on the show.
So there he is. There's the guy everyone's joking around about.
That it was fake or not. They're just suspecting that it was a fake attack. There's nothing in here that says that it was an actually fake attack.
What does the chat think about this guy? And then we'll move back into nothing. We'll go back to doing nothing again like we usually do.
I don't like that. I don't like when people like suspect something and then there's no fact. There's no validity to
I see a gay
story.
guy. I think he's gay.
But what I'm saying is nobody knows if it was a fake attack or not. So how come this is so, like headlining? I don't get it. Nobody knows that it's fake or not. They're just assuming it's fake and throwing it in the headlines, making him look like a complete asshole. But for all we know, it was a real attack. You know, like I don't fucking like that shit.
You know who we should call up? You know who we should call up to take care of this situation, Jesse?
Who?
I know who we should call up.
Who?
We should go back to the MMAHOLES.com, right? I got someone that can fix this whole problem. Now I know what he's talking about, Jesse. Now I get it. Deontay Wilder can fix the
Listen,
situation.
man, you said that your people have been fighting for 400 years.
Man, your people's too.
So I just want you to explain what you mean by that.
He's defending Jussie Smollett.
You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I talk about when I say these things. Your people too.
Explain it. Not everybody knows what you're talking about.
Radio Raheem, I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that.
He's talking about Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett, Jesse. That's what I figured it out.
You know what I say about it. I didn't
see. He's talking about Jussie.
Gotta go further. And if anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history.
God be with you, Jesse. Look up the history. Goggle it.
Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go
Google
that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
We gotta write a note. Clip Google that shit. I think that's the best one from it. I want to clip something from this thing. I think Google that shit might be the one.
Why?
I need a soundbite from this thing. It's amazing.
What are you going to say that you're going to have to say Google it?
Because when someone says something stupid or something like that, I could use it a million ways.
Talking about, man. You know what I dare you to sit up there and say is explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day.
All right, there he is. Deontay Wilder going crazy on Instagram. Check it out on Instagram over there. The Bronze Bomber. Wonderful, wonderful. Man, we've taken a turn over here. We don't even know what the hell's going with Jussie Smollett. We got prostitution rings by this idiot Kraft, 77 years old. This moron. Look at this idiot.
Good thing it's FOOK off Friday.
This is the idiot show tonight. Look at this. Look at this guy.
I'll be back. I have to drain the main vein.
You gonna go pee standing up? All right, 20 minutes on the clock. While she's gone, make sure you put points to Mystic.
No.
What?
And you better not. I know I'm 23 to 28. You better not. I got my eye on you, motherfucker.
You'll have your eye on your cock. That's what you have your eye on.
Don't talk about my cock to them.
You don't have a main vein, though.
Yes, I do. Everybody has a main vein.
No, the main vein is the thing that goes down the cock, the shaft.
No, everybody has a main vein. It just stops at a certain point. Like
my main
women's
vein
main
is my
vein
cock.
stops here. Men's main vein stops here, or sometimes here.
All right, go pee. For God's sakes. Jussie Smollett. Not Jussie. Jussie Smollett. All right, chat room, let's get us to 100 likes. 18,329 subscribers. Wonderful, wonderful over there.
Wonderful.
And we'll be live tomorrow for the UFC. There's Maxie Holloway. Max Holloway will be fighting Dustin Poirier, 155 interim strap, and UFC Blachowicz versus Santos going down tomorrow as well. Let me know in the chat, who do you have in that fight? And if you're going to make a bet, go to BetDSI, promo code MMAHOLE. Double your fucking money. So let me know in the chat, do you have Blachowicz or Santos in this fight? Tough one for me, man. I think I'm leaning towards the Polishman, Blachowicz, in this fight. I just think he's more well-rounded. He's got a fucking fantastic ground game. He's got some heavy hands. He almost ripped Devin Clark's head off. But Santos, he's got bombs. He's got bombs in those knuckles. So it's an interesting fight. See what the chat says. 2 p.m. Eastern time is when the main card starts. We'll probably be live around 12 p.m.-ish Eastern time. Make sure you slap that notification. We'll schedule it after this. Make the thumbnail. You know, hard working over here. Hard work. Education. I have marijuana winning all day. Tomorrow says 2 joints. Neither says King's your mother's ring. Mas, does JBH poke you with her boner at night?
Yes, sir.
Santos looks thick and strong last fight, says J Dummy. Santos, says Paul Fay. NH says, X goes, Jesse, not going anywhere. How about you leave instead? Oh, damn.
Wonderful.
Oh, damn, son. New Kraft, macaroni, and skank twat, says James Hinkle.
Wonderful.
Oh, super
Oh, my
chat.
goodness gracious. All thumbs down.
Hey man, play the thong song by Cisco Fap Fap Fap.
Fap.
Let me see that thong.
What? The thong
Baby.
song?
That thong, the thong, thong, thong.
What's the thong song?
By the way, she...
The thong song?
Jesse, I love you to death. We played a little Biggie Smalls today. Notorious B.I.G. Jesse had no idea who Notorious B.I.G. was, but
Yes,
it's
I
okay.
did.
You don't know who Cisco is? The thong song?
No.
We'll play it. You get in a thong after the show, and I'll do an acapella of it later.
Okay.
By the way, let me do this real quick. Since this is FOOK Off Friday, we like to play a little cringiness over here. And we have a good friend of the show, the Sega Camp Gamer. He is our announcer. He is the announcer of the MMA-Holes. Every show, besides FOOK Off Friday, but every other show, I'll play a little bit of it. You can hear it over here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, ready, Jesse? I'm going to play a little bit for the people.
This is the Sega Camp Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes.
All right, so he does the intro. He's our announcer, the Sega Camp Gamer. He put up another video. We have a link in the description to his channel. Great guy over here. Has been on the show many of times.
Why are we
Maybe you know this.
Sega?
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. A reading rainbow and ways to go. A reading rainbow.
All right, so that's a little taste of Sega over there. Well, hold on. I got more. I got more for the people. There's a link in the description to his channel. What a great guy. The voice of an angel.
I can do anything.
Okay, hold on a second. Jesus Christ. All right, let's have one autistic person sing, not two, Jesse. For God's sakes, don't steal his thunder.
He actually is autistic, so don't say that.
He's a good guy. All right, so here we go. Let's see. In our description, you got T-Man. Check out T-Man's channel. But here he is, the Sega Camp Gamer. You click on his channel.
Why are we pumping Sega right now?
Hold on a second. I want to play something special. I want to play something special for the guy. He's a good guy. All right? Oh, he's live. He's live right now. So go. Actually, should we fucking rate him?
Why?
We'll rate him after this. I just want to play something real quick over here. It's fucking FOOK Off Friday. We're having fun.
It's just weird that randomly you're just
No, this jumped into my head. You're going to thank me. Now, does anyone know of the song Everything You Want from Vertical Horizon? Let me know in the chat. It's a real gay song from back in the days. I think it was like in the 2000s or something. Let me know in the chat if you've ever heard of Everything You Want from Vertical Horizon. Okay? This man over here is about to sing it for us, and then we're going to go raid him because we have 86 people still hanging with the boys. What the fuck? My fucking sound effects died.
Hanging with the boys.
Okay, here we go. Well, I'm going to play it right now.
An Aladdin. Somewhere they're speaking, it's already coming in, and it's rising at the back of your mind. Never could get it unless you were fed it. Now you're here and you don't know why. But under these skinnies and skin marks, past the places where you used to learn. You howl and listen.
He has a voice of an angel, this man over here. He is live right now. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's go over there and raid him and drop the MMA-Holes. Here's his channel, the Sega Camp Gamer. He's playing video games right now. Let's go raid him and say the MMA-Holes are here. MMA-Holes, MMA-Holes, wonderful, wonderful.
I got it.
Finally ends here.
Fucking Sega Camp Gamer. He's the best. All right, Jesse's going to drop the link in the chat. Let's have a little fun over here. We haven't raided in a while. We got 85 people hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Shut the fuck up. You're scaring my dog. All right, so the Sega Camp Gamer. He's got, how many people has he got in here right now? He's got 8 people watching. Let's go over and say hello to the Sega Camp Gamer. Oh, right, Shifra Dagnachuk is already in there. All right, here we go. We'll play it live.
Now getting the bad ending of the game.
Let's see.
MMA-Holes.
Okay. Everyone say, we love your singing, MMA-Holes. We love your singing, MMA-Holes. Let's go give him some love, the Sega Camp Gamer, as Jesse is dropping it in the chat. Spam MMA-Holes. Let's do a little bit of a raid action over here. Raid!
Over here.
MMA-Holes. Raid.
By the way, it keeps on saying MMA-Holes, MMA-Holes. I'll say it on his stream. It's a beautiful game he's playing over here.
MMA-Holes MF. So this is the bad ending, where everyone turns into a bat. MMA-Holes, MMA-Holes.
No, it's
Voice of an angel, MMA-Holes.
I think he's drunk, by the way.
We hate your singing. We live your singing, ma-holes.
Everyone raid him!
Skipping some comments.
Stopping him.
MMA-Holes.
Must have been
MMA-Holes.
somehow.
Suck dude, ma-holes.
Travels over there.
Thank you, MMA-Holes.
No.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Super
chat.
What made him?
Why do you just get stuck on 7-inch of my 9-inch GTFO?
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Hanging with the boys.
They're still raiding over here. Thank you, all those down.
With the boys.
Reading rainbows. Wonderful, wonderful Pemaholis.
He's not, what is saying? He doesn't even know. What is he?
He doesn't know he's getting raided.
A cumin.
Well,
I think he just beat the game, by the way.
I'm going off to bed. I'm going off to bed.
He's going off to bed.
Sega, we're raiding you. Say hello.
Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
Everyone say hello to the announcer of the MMA-Holes. Here's B. Castlevania.
Is this the marijuana channel? Ex-Ghost. Vlad LOL.
All right, so there he is. Look at that. I don't know what's going on over here, but Sega has just beat a game, it looks like, and the MMA-Holes have just I think he's wrecked.
Yeah, he's probably drinking. I guarantee he's drinking. He always drinks on gaming streams, so I guarantee he's drunk right now and has no idea he's being raided.
Oh my
God.
God.
He's like, he's getting raided, and it's reading to him MMA-Holes, and he goes, I'm going to go off to bed.
Yeah, no idea. Sega, what are you doing? You're the host of the show, for God's sakes.
Well, the announcer of the show.
I mean, yeah, not that host. Hello, the announcer of the show. Sorry. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah. I'm always here to
He's
help.
annoyed. Yeah, drunk. I think we annoyed him. I think we pissed him
No,
off.
he's not annoyed. I think that he might be drunk. He might be drinking.
Yeah?
He does it every time he does a gaming stream. He's drinking.
The best part is the Castlevania credits as everyone's just putting MMA-Holes in the chat. See if they're still in there. They're still in there.
To join his bed, you are a weak earthling.
All right, so it's shout out to the Sega Camp Gamer. Go give him a subscribe. He's a good guy. All right, let's get back into the news. We got sidetracked. 10 minutes left of the points game. It's 28-23. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Look, a Mystic Lake over here, Jesse. It's named after me. And Axis TV.
X goes, don't call him an idiot. Don't do that, X goes.
He's a nice fella. The Sega Camp Gamer is wonderful, wonderful.
You don't know him. Don't call him an idiot. That's fucked up.
All right, Super Chat coming in. Jordan Alex.
Y'all see Vitor Belfort at 1FC last night?
No. So actually, someone dropped a link to that to us, the 1FC fights. We didn't see it, but no, Vitor over there, huh? That's interesting. Thank you, Jordan Alex. All right, quickly, under 10 minutes.
Thomas Matthew just subbed to Sega.
Sub to him. Go give him a sub, man. He's a good guy.
He's not an idiot, guys. He has autism.
No, don't fucking listen to these people.
Do that.
Listen, they're just fucking trolling, for God's sake.
That's really fucked up, though.
No, he's not an idiot. He's a good guy. So, Max Holloway will be fighting Poirier, 155 at UFC 236, the 155-pound interim title. Kraft is peddling young ladies and a sex ring or something like that. Deontay Wilder went crazy. Mackenzie Dern is old Prego. Jesse, what else do we have in the news?
All right. According to MMAnews.com, Daniel Cormier offers John Jones versus Anthony Smith prediction. If anyone's curious what Daniel Cormier thinks is going to happen, Daniel Cormier knows who he is picking for next month, Saturday, March 2nd, 2019 UFC 235 pay-per-view, main event. John Jones will defend his light heavyweight championship against Anthony Smith. Given Smith's most recent performance against Volkan Ozdemir, DC is picking his old foe to remain champion when it's all said and done in Las Vegas. Smith is currently on a 3-fight win streak. He is a longtime veteran of the sport of MMA. Lionheart has fought under the banners of Strikeforce, Bellator, and of course the UFC. His latest win resulted in a third-round submission win over Ozdemir in October. Now he'll attempt to become the first man to legitimately defeat Jones inside the octagon. Jones is one of the most dominant fighters the sport has ever seen, as he has taken out a laundry list of greats over the span of his career. This will be Jones' first title defense since 2015. And DC said, of course, I think he loses to Jones. He won that Volkan Ozdemir fight, but to struggle that much, it's very difficult for me because it's going to make me say something that sounds negative about these guys. But I've been in there with Volkan, and I know that although he's a good martial artist, there are just holes in the game that make the fight not that hard or as hard as some other fights are. So he's going with Jones. John
Jones for the win. I mean, that's not a bold prediction. I'm trying to see. Well, we got the fights tomorrow, but I want to see what the odds are with the whole. Oh my God, I gotta pee, Jesse. You want to take over?
I'll keep him company.
All right, here we go. Jan Blachowicz is a wow. Look at this. Oh, I like this, by the way. Tomorrow, I mean, he's a slight underdog. Jan Blachowicz is a plus 101. I like that. I like that a lot. If you guys want to make a bet tomorrow, Jan Blachowicz might be the underdog to go for in tomorrow's. I think he's going to win. So the fact that he's an underdog is very interesting. Jan Blachowicz, almost a home field advantage over there. That's something interesting. Chat room, what do you got to say?
Ricardo Aguilar says DC has a fat ass, cocky dinkles. Bro Sega secretly loved getting raided. He would sing for me though. Let me tell you something about Sega. Let me just tell you guys something. Sega Camp Gamer is a swole MMA hole. The announcer of the intro of the MMA hole. Sega Camp Gamer deserves all the respect in the world, and you guys better give it to him. You better subscribe and jump in on his gaming streams, on his acapella streams, whatever he does, jump in and show him your moral support because he deserves it. Sega Camp Gamer is like my BFFFF. D. Mula says Johnny Jones, the Bones will lose the Alex Smith. Let's all hope, man. And Drunk Savage says Sega is cool. He is cool, Drunk Savage. Fuck you all in your noob asses, ex-ghost. Like these says DC must cry himself to sleep every night because of John Jones. Maybe. Van Chipman says, and John Rowe dropping the dots. Vivas Exo said, yes, ma'am. 2 joints delete, remove, and ban. Sega doesn't get on the chat, fam, says Ricardo Aguilar. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding, JBH says 2 joins. Jan has a big old Polish chin, says Patney186.
All right.
James Hinkle says Picos and Coke. Bones got that crybaby DC's number.
All right, here we go. We only have 5 minutes left in the points game. Make sure you get your points in and don't wait until the last second. It is 28-23 right now. Jussie is losing, but not by much. So if you're going to jump in, make sure you drop your points to Jussie, points to JBH, points to Mystic, points to Chris, and the loser will have to roll this die of doom. Thank you for playing tonight. Also, X-Ghost, I took Jussie to a photography job, right?
It's true.
And you got to see a christening. A christening
I did.
Work.
First
what do you think
time
about
in
that?
a Catholic church. That was very uncomfortable. But it was interesting.
What do you think about photographers? The behind the scenes.
I loved watching you. Like
doesn't everyone? Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh.
I liked watching you do the like get up front and center. I liked that all the attention was on you. That was really hot.
Well, that's like right now. All the attention's on me.
No, but I liked that you were up there and everyone was like focusing on you and you were like this hot shit, like this hot photographer.
That was a hot, steamy shit.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move. She carried the bags.
Yeah, I didn't do much.
Here's the real
but
question.
X-Ghost, here's the thing. I like to observe. I'm an observer. So I didn't take any pictures. I got to take some pictures during the dinner.
All right, I didn't want to make this a whole thing. I just thought,
sorry.
what did you think?
I thought it was great.
Okay, there you go. Now, we didn't eat dinner yet. Are you going to have the ability to make dinner?
Absolutely.
In this state? Because, I mean, you are slurring.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, you're good, but I don't know how you're going to
great.
be. Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm afraid for dinner tonight, and I have
Why?
a feeling I might have to fill in on this. Well, it looks like we eat
What are you
peanut butter and
gonna
jelly.
fill in on for
I don't know.
dinner?
All right. So anyway, 3 minutes and 44 seconds left into the points game, and now it gets dramatic. Jussie had a couple back in the system, and she's good to go. Myself, a little under the weather, but I'm here. I am hanging with the boys. Tomorrow will be live. Blackwitz versus Santos.
Sorry, Cocky Dinkles. I didn't. If I yelled at you.
I don't think you yelled at
You
anybody.
said I yelled at him.
Jussie, you feel confident. I mean, you've always come back. You always find a way to come back. Maybe tonight I can get the win. I have never seen you flex without the points. You're just flexing for no reason over there.
Yeah, I feel good.
You're feeling good. Jussie's feeling good tonight. So maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. 97 people watching. Thank you for joining us. Let's read one more story, and then it is over. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left in the game. Is Sega still live? No, he's off.
He just now ended it 70 seconds
All
ago.
right. So Sega is gone.
Love you, Sega.
Hopefully you subscribe to Sega Camp Gamer. All right. Let's give it one more juicy story before we roll that die of doom.
Okay. So what is the juiciest story you see on here, and I'll read it.
Well, you're the news person.
Well, there's a lot of pretty juicy stories on here. But
Okay, Volkov versus Alistair Overeem. That's an
Yeah.
interesting fight. Let's talk about that story.
According to MMA Fighting, Alexander Volkov versus Alistair Overeem headlines UFC return to Russia on April 20th. The UFC is returning to Russia on Friday morning. Officials announced the promotion will host its first event in St. Petersburg, Russia, on April 20th inside the Yablonyi Sports Complex. This marks the second UFC fight card to touch down in Russia following UFC Moscow in September 2018. In the night's main events, fans will witness a heavyweight tilt between former champions in Alexander Volkov and Alistair Overeem. Volkov is 30-7. A former Bellator champion is looking to right the ship after coming out on the wrong end of a highlight reel finish at the ends of Derek Lewis in October.
Super chat.
We got Greg Arias dropping the super chat.
Rules are slanted to wrestlers. DC is fat soft. Askren is slow as molasses. Khabib still can only wrestle baby bears. All should be retired by 25. 12-6 customs.
Wow.
What?
Greg Arias coming in, dropping some heat over there. He's not far off from what he says. So thank you for the donation.
All right. This setback not only snapped his 4-fight win streak inside the octagon, but marked just his second career TKO loss. Overeem is 44-17, won no contest. A former Strikeforce K1 and Dream champion, most recently got back into the win column with a first-round TKO over Sergey Pavlovich at UFC Beijing in November. Prior to this, fans saw the Reem violently finished by Francis Ngannou and Curtis Blades. Other matchups confirmed for the card are a women's flyweight scrap between Roxanne Modafferi and Antonina Shevchenko, as well as a pair of heavyweight fights between Pavlovich and Marcelo Gome, and Marcin Tibura and Shamil Abdurakhimov.
Interesting. Not a bad card over there. And Volkov versus Overeem. Volkov was on fire, and then he ran to the Black Beast. Mr.
Right.
Bulls was hot. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say 25 seconds left in the game, and a pervert cameraman coming in. You son of a bitch. He did it again.
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman,
Time is up. Time is up.
Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts.
Boobies. There we go. Boobies. Frank Pavon with the 10.
Wonderful, wonderful morning. Points, JBH.
Frank Pavon, good
Frank with the
morning
points.
to ya. Good morning to you, Frank Pavon. Wait for it. Here we go.
This woman will be making my dinner tonight. All right, so thank you. Frank Pavon, last minute buzzer beater. Shocker. And it wasn't Kevin Costner.
You
Wow.
actually thought you were going to win that one.
No, I thought I was going to lose like every time.
Well,
so,
good morning to Frank Pavon. I hope you're having a fabulous morning. And roll the dive doom, please.
Frank, that was a simply wonderful donation over there. Thank you very much for that.
Frank Pavon
And let's go.
Frank Pavon gives no fooks.
That's why you can't wait to the last second. These people know how to play the game. If they want JBH to win, they wait at the right time
Before
and get
you
it.
roll, Drunk Savage is drunk baking, but I will be drunk cooking. So should I stream for that and make a little...
Whoa, shit. Hold on a second. You want to stream while you cook? It is 12:30. You'll probably start cooking
Will
around
you guys
1 a.m.
watch me while I cook?
I think they probably, if I had to guess, they would. So go check out JBH's channel. Link in the description. Not the MMA-Holes. Link in the description.
Will you guys
never
join
know.
me?
You never know what channel will be on. And maybe hit me with the ones if you want to see drunk cooking with JBH.
If enough people want to join me, then I will go live while I cook dinner. But if not, then I'm just going to cook dinner.
Yeah, we're
because
literally
I'm not gonna
eating
waste my time.
breakfast. We should have breakfast since it's going to be 1 a.m. We're going to have dinner at 1 a.m. We
Link
did
in the
not eat.
description.
So, all right, let me roll this thing.
Okay,
Thank you
go for it.
playing. All right. The poor sick guy's got to roll. That's all right. Here we go. Before I roll, you have the dreaded felon. What the fuck? The dreaded felony slap. You have chat roast. You have the crowd favorite pizza face, Bean Boozled. You have Dance Like a Tiger Life Ring Girl. And you have the chat's choice where you get to choose chat's choice. And here we go.
Here we go. Roll it. Are you kidding? You got this last time.
No, I got pizza face last time. All right. Here we go. This Bean Boozled, I'm
concerned about this Bean Boozled because
All
it's becoming a regular. Bean
So,
Boozled.
no, the pizza face. Everything's becoming irregular because I keep doing it. I keep losing, so everything's irregular on here. It's like, what do you want to see Chris do next?
Felony slap and Dance Like a Tiger Life Girl, we only got once.
Thank God. All right.
You should roll it again.
Here we go. I got Bean Boozled. And, well, you know what? I would like to roll again.
Can
'cause
I
don't
roll it
wanna
for you? I
fucking-
feel like doing something.
I don't want to do this.
I'll do it.
Well, we'll have you spin. How about
Can I
that?
take it for you?
No, I'll take it. I'll take it on the chin. All right. So on this Bean Boozled wheel, I did escape the last Bean Boozled, but I'm actually 1-1. I had what did I have one time? What did I have? Vomit? I can't remember or curdled milk or.
Milk. It was milk.
Yeah, I had the spoiled milk.
No, your mom had milk. You had
I can't
fish.
remember what the fuck
you
it
had
was.
dead fish.
No, I had dog food.
Oh, dog food.
Yeah, I had dog food. But on previous streams, I've had the dead fish and yeah. So I have had dog food and then I have had pudding actually.
Yeah, that was.
I actually had dog food and pudding.
Lucked out on the.
All right, so here are the choices. Okay, I could get lawn clippings or lime. I could peach or barf. of course, the thing is on there, so I don't know. Juicy pear or booger, strawberry banana smoothie, or a dead fish, which is horrific. Let's see, toothpaste or blueberry, lime or lawn clippings. We saw that. Peach or barf. What else do we have here? Tutti frutti or stinky socks, coconut or spoiled milk, and caramel corn or moldy cheese, chocolate pudding, canned dog food, and buttered popcorn, rotten egg. All right, so those are the choices over here. This game is horrific, absolutely horrific. If you've played, and let me know what the ones in the chat. If you have played Being Boozled, it's not fun. It's a bunch of beans here, and if you get the wrong one, it could really suck. I'm going to spin the wheel, Jesse.
Okay.
Let's put it on the Chris cam.
You got this.
Shocker, I lost the points game if you're just jumping in, but that's fine. What do you want me to get on this?
I want you to get dead fish.
We should do a shoey on the Die of Doom. That would actually be pretty funny, right? We should put the next Die of Doom. We up it. We do a shoey.
Okay.
That'd be pretty fucked up for this horrible show. All right, so Vivus Exos has played. Brian Young has played. Jeremiah White has played. So there we go.
I
love black people. Lick JBH's socks. Instead, dead fish. So Ricardo Aguilar wants dead fish, and that is a fuck you, Ricardo Aguilar, with your stupid looking avatar. All right, here we go. Spun away. And it is on. Oh, it's on. Oh, ha ha ha. Berry blue or toothpaste?
No. Those both taste okay.
Berry blue or toothpaste is what is on over here. So either way, I will victoriously. Which one should I take? The teal one or the teal one, Jesse?
But they both taste good. One tastes like a mint and the other one tastes like blueberries.
Well, I got toothpaste.
But it tastes like a mint.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah, that was retarded. You should spin it again.
Yes! 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 I got fucking toothpaste. I just brushed my teeth on the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There we go. All right, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because that you guys kind of got gypped. But that was actually... Wow. That means... You want me to roll it? You want me to spin it again?
I do, kind of. Because I think that was a little anticlimactic.
All right, what donation would get another spin?
$5.
$5? No way. You've tasted some of this shit. $5 donation?
Well, you landed on the
Would you do it for a
$5
$5 donation?
I would do it for a $5 donation.
I'll do it for Pervert Cameraman.
Pervert Cameraman. Okay,
right,
set the timer for 5 minutes.
All right, fair enough.
And if we get a Pervert Cameraman donation, then spin it again. Because I think that was an easy one. I don't think that was fair.
All right, so Pervert Cameraman donation, I will spin it. And a $5 donation, which is the Colby Covington donation, or if you super chat it, that will be JBH will spin it. Okay.
Sure.
I don't want you. This is the first time I don't want you to do the Pervert Cameraman. You have 4 minutes and 45 seconds to do it. So
I'm going to make a thumbnail. I might as well. I'm going to go live. I'm going to cook and go live. Link in the description, guys, if you want to hang out for a little longer while I cook dinner.
All right. So JBH dinner stream. And I'm fucking hungry. That toothpaste is not going to do it for me. So I'm definitely going to. All right. We're going to go live on JBH's channel. So make sure you subscribe to JBH and make sure you subscribe to Not the MMA-Holes. Those are our 2 second. Well, we have 2 more channels over here. The Not the MMA-Holes gaming streams, reactions. JBH's channel is going to be revamped. It's going to be brought back to life. We have a lot of ideas for JBH's channel. It's going to be completely her brainchild.
Super chat.
Make sure you subscribe to that. Brian Young.
F you here is my donation.
F you here is my donation. Brian Young just drops 2. But thank you for the 2. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for that donation over there. All right, let's see what's up in this chat room.
Jason Sensation says, if you want to cook naked, I'll send you $1. 2 joints says, am I banned there too, Moss? You're not banned anywhere. 2 joints. Brian Roger, after this, I got to keep smoking then. James Hinkle, you inviting me to dinner? Absolutely. Link in the description, guys. JBH Reacts is the name of the channel, but let me tell you guys, there's going to be some revamping. Chris and I have had some discussions as to what's going on with the channel.
Uh-oh! Lick these! Comes in with the 5 spot! Oh, boy. All right, Colby Covington donation. Look, these coming in. All right, so now the tables could turn. We still have 3 minutes on the clock. If you want, the pervert cameraman, I will spin it. A Colby Covington donation, JBH will spin it with 2 minutes and 56 seconds. All right, here we go, Jesse.
All right.
All right, here we go. Rotten egg, spoiled milk, barf, booger, stinky socks, dead fish, toothpaste, canned dog food, moldy cheese, lawn clippings. And then you have the good ones, coconut, butter, popcorn, peach, juicy pear, tutti frutti, strawberry banana, blueberry, berry blue, chocolate pudding, caramel corn, and lime. So you have a 50-50 shot.
I got this.
All right, let's see. Jesse's going to spin that wheel. And if you still want to keep the game going, we can do it again as well. Thank you to all the donations.
Plastic cover so it doesn't spill?
What do you mean spill?
There's a little plastic cover that goes over this so I can spin it. And...
All righty. Just getting all fancy over here. Fancy pantsy. All right,
Ready?
here we go. JBH with the spin. Show the camera. There's the spin. It's spinning around.
Juicy pear or booger?
All right, juicy pear or booger. Now, booger kind of sucks. That's a sucky one. It's not the worst.
No, it's horrible. I hate it.
Nah, yeah, but it's not like spoiled milk or rotten.
Have you ever tried the booger?
Yeah, I've had it.
When did you try the booger?
I've had them all. I eat them when you're not looking.
Haven't.
I eat them.
You have not.
Oh shit! With 1 minute, there's another 5. You gotta spin again, JBH.
Booger. Okay, here we go.
All right, Jesse's chewing the booger with under a minute. Did you get booger?
Oh,
Super chat. Greg Arias coming in.
Askren spends more time on all fours than my hose. Your mom included. Uppercut. Upper knee. 12 to 6 elbows. Soccer kicks to the face.
Oh my God.
Retired disfigured.
Jesus Christ. Greg Arias dropping a 5. And JBH, you gotta spin this again. That's another 5 with 1 minute 11. If you do a pervert cameraman or a $5 donation, she's got the $5. I got the $10 pervert cameraman donation. Jesse, how's that booger taste? It's bad, huh? Drink some water. Wash the booger down. Or scotch. Or whiskey. Oh, no, I gotta do it! Son of a bitch! Holy shit!
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air, flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Yeah. Pervert cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
That was absolutely disgusting.
Later, holes enjoy the day.
Thank you, Frank.
Later,
Appreciate
Frank,
it. All right. So now you have to spin one more time. There was another $5 donation, and I got to spin
I
again.
have to spin again?
Yeah, someone else dropped a 5.
Are you kidding me?
It's right there, Jesse.
That thing was fucking disgusting. I wanted to puke my eyeballs out. Thank
both
God for
oh,
proper
fuck.
12.
All right, well, at least we don't have to do that again. But here we go, Jesse. One more spin from you, one more spin from me. And, oof. I don't want to spin this again. God damn it, Frank. I dodged 1 bullet. What's the odds I could dodge 2 bullets? All right, Jesse, here we go. The spin comes in, and then on JBH's channel, as she spins. What is it on? What is that?
Oh, stinky sock or tutti frutti.
I think you're getting off easy. Stinky sock or tutti frutti. It's super easy. All right, stinky sock or tutti frutti. I mean,
this is the orange with the red dots.
All right, you already got booger.
That's this one.
So let's see. Oh, she didn't even wait. Is that a stinky sock or is it tutti? Oh, she got the sock. She got herself a sock. A booger. Are you lying or? What does it taste like? Does it taste like a sock? Ew, she spit it out on the table. You can't do that. What are you doing?
I can't.
You gotta eat it.
I can't eat that.
You gotta eat it.
That is worse than the dead fish.
You gotta eat it. Eat it.
I cannot eat that thing.
Eat it. I gotta spin too. So if you spit it out, that means I could spit it out too. You gotta eat it. Drop it, eat it in the chat.
In my eyes. Look it.
Eat it, eat it.
Actual tears in my eyes. Look, do you see?
Show the camera. Don't show me.
Disgusting.
All right, go ahead, Jesse.
I cannot
you
eat
can do it.
I cannot eat this.
They want you to swallow the sock. Oh my God.
This is worse than dead fish.
That's why when you said $5, I'm like, are you out of your mind? This game is brutal. All right, here we go, Jussie. You got this, kid. I got to spin right after you. So here we go. Jessie's putting it in her mouth, and she's chewing. Swallow it. God, you got it. Why don't you drink some water to wash it down? She's crying. Oh, not whiskey. That's all right. She can do that. Maybe that'll burn. Oh, whiskey in the sock. Does it taste like a shoey? All right, I think she swallowed it. Oh, she did it.
I swallowed it like a pill.
All right, it smells like dirty socks in here now. Okay, now I'm worried. Oh, this game is so fucking stupid. All right, here we go. I'm going to spin. All righty. All right, what do I have, Jussie? What do I have? Take a look. It's in a book.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What do I got?
Canned dog food or chocolate pudding?
Well, canned dog food I don't want.
Canned dog food tastes better than the stinky sock.
Well, we'll find out. Which is the brown one? Or the
Oh,
black?
God, I want to vomit just thinking about eating that thing.
Okay.
You already know that those are both good.
I never had canned dog food. Oh, canned dog food's good?
No, but it's not as bad as the stinky sock. I hope you get canned dog food.
You motherfucker. That's good? That's good?
Ew, I can smell it. I can smell it.
Oh! This game is dumb.
I can smell it. Swallow it.
I got it. I'm trying.
Don't puke. Ew, I can smell it.
Oh, man, it does. It stinks.
It smells horrible. Can you drink some water? That smells awful. That smells horrible.
Oh, we got the Sega Camp Gamer in here. Well, I was going to go off to bed. Now I have a shift in the afternoon. Sega, we rated you, motherfucker. I hope you have millions of subscribers now.
Oh, that smells so bad. Oh. Stop talking. Stop talking.
All right. Okay. Thanks for
that
tuning in.
That smells so bad.
It's stuck in my teeth.
That smells disgusting.
Well, you're like, oh, it's not that bad.
Oh.
All right.
That smells so bad.
All right, here's the deal. We're probably going to go the whole fucking night because we're going to move over to JBH's channel. She's going to cook, and then we're going to be live for UFC Prague tomorrow as my microphone smells like dog food.
Stop talking.
Okay, that's that. JBH, say the magic words. Thank you for playing along tonight. We'll see you on Jesse's channel. All right, well, let's put it on Jesse. I want to... That is disgusting. All right, Jesse, say the magic word.
Don't forget to join me live in just a few minutes on my channel. Link in the description. JBH Reacts. I'm going to go live and cook dinner for this guy with this horrible breath. Make sure that you hang out in the chat. I'll schedule it right now. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.
Human. Concussion.